will never have the life we once had. Emotional trauma with a prima donna. Hey, but I can never get away. I wish my brain had a hard drive that I could reset. Wish I made the right decisions, but it's hard to reject. Moving on, Mr. You got me on both sides of the fence. Left your mark forever, that's what I'd have spent. And spend my money time with you just to be in this debt. See you happy somewhere else while I've been filled with regret. Try to find someone to blame, but it's just cause and effect. Hey. I thought that was the truth, cause I didn't make it through. Your parents probably hate me, but my mom still always asks if we're getting back together, even though it ended bad. Forward thinking, haunted by the habits of my past. Precious moments with you, girl, you even met my dad. And any girl after you won't ever have. Times I can't remember, fear I'll lose them all forever. Hey, yeah. Emotional trauma with a prima donna. Yeah. Emotional trauma with you, I got my problems with you, but I can never get away. I can never get away. I can never get away. I can never get away.
What's up, fam? You chilling with your boy Moeketsi Maimane, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature. Let's go.
Famous Naomi P. Umkabayi, Gamakutazana. Hang on to myself to one of the eggs of MooCee.
Good morning, Mzansi. Good morning, Johannesburg, and lovely good morning to the Devon Knights out there. Hope that you guys are going to have a beautiful morning with us. It is a Wednesday morning. You know that each and every Wednesday we get rid of that midweek slump. So join us, ride the vibe with us, because so much is to be unpacked and so much is to be discussed. As you know that we begin our day with that energetic start, and then that is of course accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. My name is Moeketsi Maimane and I am happy to be with you. Let us connect on all our social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show on all social media platforms. Right now we are live on YouTube, and also you can get your audio only version of this show on Underground Radio. If you want to listen through a website, you can just visit undergrounddbn.co.za for the website. And then if you want to download the app, of course, if you're using iOS, you can go to App Store, and then if you're using Android, you can go to Play Store, of course, and download the app and get right away with us so that we can enjoy this beautiful morning of ours. And in terms of WhatsApp, if you want to send us your, of course, voice notes and you want to call us right now in the studio, the number to do that is 0604933226. That's 0604933226. So let's get ready. Of course, let's get pumped up for this beautiful, sunny Wednesday morning. You know that you kickstart your day with some beautiful spotlight of what South Africa has to offer with a picture of the day. Behind me, you are seeing pictures and you're asking yourself, where is the place? What is the information? What is it all about? And why do you want us to actually go and visit the place? It's very important to travel together with your friends and families just to explore what South Africa has to offer in terms of diversity, in terms of the adventures and the activities that can accommodate you. So today we are, of course, highlighting the Barberspan Bird Sanctuary. The Barberspan Bird Sanctuary is one of the Southern Africa's largest waterfowl sanctuaries in 2,000 hectare Ramsar, accredited wetland near the Dal Ravine in Northwest Province, renowned for its international importance to migratory birds and waterfowl. It attracts birding enthusiasts with specials like the Makoa Daga, chestnut, banded plover, and the black-necked grebe, while offering rustic self-catering accommodation and serene viewing heights along its reed lines base, making it both a research hub and a premier destination for the bird watchers. So that's what we have for you this beautiful morning. I hope that you're going to visit the place. If you're someone who likes to adventure, if you're someone who likes doing research and being out to explore the atmosphere of what the place has to offer, that's what we have for you this morning. Maybe if you have something to share with us, you can comment down below using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show and let us know where would you like to go and how would you like us to actually spotlight that place. For now, what you're gonna do is to take a short break, and then when you come back, we'll give you all of your news headlines and sports headlines. So don't switch the dial.
We stayed up till the morning, talking till the first light of dawn, just like that without no warning. It hit me so hard. Oh, I'm so sorry, girl, I didn't mean to. I
Right, once again, a very good morning. Let us keep you updated with what is happening latest on our news headline. Starting off with the first headline, government prepares temporary shelters for displaced flood victims. Flood victims in Limpopo and Mpumalanga see government release after disaster was declared. The Department of Human Settlements will provide temporary housing while long-term plans involve relocating households from flood victims to safer homes. The next headline, inmates achieve 94.4% entry pass rate in 2025. Minister Peter Thornwald praised incarcerated learners for excelling in the 2025 NSC forms, achieving a 94.4 pass rate above the national average of 88% of 180 candidates from 18 schools. 15 achieved 100% pass rates with 133 distinction, and KwaZulu-Natal learners 50 learners 45 for master's studies, while Johannesburg Female Correctional Center also secured a perfect pass rate. Thornwald defended government investment stressing rehabilitation through education and practical skills, noting inmates cannot remain in prison forever and must be prepared for reintegration. The last news headline, Franschhoek fire rages uncontrollably. Municipality issued a warning. Fire bar from Franschhoek remains uncontrolled, driven by strong winds through the Asengai area across the river. Steep terrain and dense vegetation hinder ground crews who are focusing on protecting nearby farms. Some residents have evacuated as precaution. Authorities will meet turbulence suppression strategies with water bombing expected to produce heavy smoke. Residents are advised to keep windows and doors closed, especially those sensitive to smoky air. That's all for your news headline. Heading over to your sports news. Starting off with rugby news. Sharks missed away opportunities after Champions Cup exit. Sharks crushed Clermont 50-12. The Kings Park but were eliminated from the Champions Cup after two losses. 7-7 win over Sailor left them fifth in the pool. Interim coach JP Peterson admitted their failure to win away, especially the narrow loss to Sailor. Provided decisive, he defended the resting senior players, citing long-term training and the need to expose themselves to growing competition. Despite frustration, Peterson emphasized building depth and improving away performances to future success. The tennis news, Osaka emerges from Melbourne opener under white hat and umbrella. Naomi Osaka made a striking entrance at the Australian Open, arriving for her first match against Croatia's Antonia Rusic with a white umbrella. White gripped hand and a finger. 28-year-old former world number one, known for bold fashion statements, waved to the crowd before stepping aside her outfit and switching to standard tennis gear for the match. For the football news, United great Tal Martinez to grow up as feud rumbles on. Sandro Martinez hit back at Paul Scholes and Nicky Potter after they mocked his height and chances against Erling Haaland. Despite starring in the Manchester United's 2-0 derby win, Spirey response drew criticism with the Scholes praising his performance but questioning consistency and Potter urging him to grow up and handle scrutiny. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more sports and news updates throughout the show. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these headlines with us on social media. Send us your voice note 060-493-8226. Now heading over to your traffic news for people who are on the roads right now. If you're in KZN, on the N2 roadworks continue between Wamash interchange and Road interchange. Lanes are restricted, so use off the speed and drive with care. On the M3, expect restricted lanes between East interchange and the M15 Paralyses. Please approach cautiously. Further along the N3 between Mhlongo interchange and the Hammersdale interchange, the traffic is moving. Conditions remain tight. Stay alert. Coming to Gauteng on the N12 westbound just before Atlas Road, there's a stationary vehicle blocking the center lane. Slow down as you approach. Crash on the N1 southbound before Rivonia Road has the center lane closed. You can expect delays through that stretch. Good news on the N12 westbound after the interchange. That area stationary vehicle has been cleared. And on the N1 northbound at Allendale Road, a crash is affecting the middle lane, so please drive carefully. That's all for the traffic update. If there's new developments, we will let you know in the show. So what we're going to do right now is to take a short break and give you your latest weather update.
Durban streets, what's popping? It's the Vuka.
Ready for the show.
Monday to Friday.
We stayed up till the morning, talking till the first light of dawn. Just like fate without no warning, it hit me so hard. Oh, I'm so sorry, girl, I didn't mean to. I done messed it up again. Yeah, I'm sorry if I crossed the line. What am I supposed to do right now? Baby, I'm falling for you.
Great sounds coming from Victor Lundberg. Why not and what would I do? 23 minutes past 7. It is the time and it is a beautiful Wednesday morning. We're still locked in. A very good morning to you. How are you doing? You can just connect with us on our social media platforms. Comment down below and let us know how is your Wednesday going. Or if we can twist or turn the question and ask is how is 2026 so far? Are you feeling it? Are you optimist? Are you someone who is optimist about this year as a whole? Because we are starting this year on a very high energetic note. We want you to join in. We want you to connect with us. We want to share all of the moments that happened and that are still going to happen. Right? The hashtag Vuka Breakfast Show is the hashtag that you need to use. And of course, if you want to dial us in studio right now, the number to dial is 060-493-3226 at 060-493-3226. We have Vuka Breakfast Show on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Right now, we are live on YouTube. Tell a friend to tell their friends and also their family members that the Vuka Breakfast team is alive and ready to kickstart this beautiful morning so that we can see what Wednesday has for us. Talk to us as we are here for you with some great vibes. Yes, we are getting rid of that midweek slump. We know it comes with a lot of things, but don't worry, we've got each other. Talk to us, and of course you can also listen to us on Underground Radio. There is a website, there's an app that you can download. We are also going to tell you that if you want to download the app, if you're using iOS, it's App Store, and if you're using Android, is Play Store. Right, so do make sure that you download the app so that you can get the different experience of listening and watching to the Vuka Breakfast Show. My name is Moeketsi Maimane. I'm happy and excited to be with you right here on this beautiful morning. Of course, I'm not rolling alone. I'm with Afriberry. Good morning, and how are you doing?
Hey, good morning, woman. I'm doing fantastic. I'm feeling amazing. It's a Wednesday.
Switch on your mic, please.
Energy, make it off. Well, good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are feeling amazing and fantastic. We are back at it again. We are on episode 203 and making sure that you guys get your daily dose of positivity and obviously your energetic start to the day. And also, good morning to Abanbasetegwini over there at Underground Radio DBN. I hope you guys are also doing fantastic here, and I hope the weather out there in Durban is also treating you guys amazing. And for those who know me and those who don't know me, I go by the name of Afriberry, also known as Miss Berry Plays. But to the darker the berry, the sweeter than Tontoni. Hey, mommy, I'm doing okay, man.
Yeah.
I'm loving this weather. Minus the fact that whenever by the time I get here, my bald head is like already sweating and stuff because of the walk. But I'm loving the weather. Hey, it's pretty nice and chilled.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to see winter coming, and I know that it's definitely creeping in slowly but surely.
Yeah, and speaking of weather, let us just give you recent updates on weather across South Africa in terms of what you can expect if you're someone who's still at home or you're outside expecting any changes during afternoon. So starting off, of course, with in Pretoria, there is it's a 16 degrees. With some broken clouds, and in Bloemfontein it's 18 degrees and the skies are clear. Right here in Soweto, the heart of Johannesburg, it is a 15 degrees with some few clouds, and heading over to Khayelitsha, it's a 20 degrees with some clear skies, and then in Johannesburg it's 14 degrees with some few clouds, and if you're in Cape Town, you're going to be experiencing 21 degrees throughout the day with clear skies. And then in Durban, there is a 21 degrees Celsius, and together with a light rain that is going to take place. And then in Pretoria, it is 16 degrees with some broken clouds. And in Bloemfontein, it's 18 degrees with clear skies. If anything changes with some new developments on the weather update, we will come and let you know what you should expect. But we don't leave you right there, because it is very important to check in with our market in terms of how is the rand doing against the US dollar and other currencies out there, for people, of course, who are in the market, just to know how are the indication looking like. So starting off with the US dollar trading against the rand, it is currently at 16 rand 44 cents. And then the Great British Pound is it's currently trading at 22 rands 11 cents. And then heading over to the euro, it is 19 rands 28 cents. And then the Japanese yen is currently trading at 10 cents. And then the Australian dollar is currently trading at 11 rands 7 cents. And then heading over to the Chinese yuan, is currently trading at 2 rands 36 cents. And then of course, when you look at commodities, how they are looking like the minerals, when you're looking at gold, it's currently sitting at 43,000 rand 500, and the Brent crude is 1,550. And then we're going to come back with more updates tomorrow morning, same time, same place, right here. For now, we just want to know how you're doing, just to check into the socials, check in with you on this beautiful morning. See, some of the comments have came through. First comment came through from Topical. He's saying, good morning, Vooka. Very good morning to you, my friend. I hope that you're also feeling good and looking forward to this beautiful Wednesday. Yes, it is the middle of the week and 2 days till we say it is a happy Friday. Right, so of course, I can't wait for that. We all know that the weekend is always what we are looking forward to. But a very good morning to you. And then Miss Q Rams came through saying, good morning, Vooka Nation. Happy Wednesday. Good morning to you. Happy Wednesday to everyone who is watching and listening right now. And there is so much, of course, that we are going to talk about. And there's so much that we're going to be unpacking today. Because some of the discussions include Crippled by Fear, and of course some of the things that have taken place. We're going to be talking about that. All I need you to do is to let us know, right? Share your sentiments with us using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, or you can send your voice note on the number. I don't know if you are really looking forward to this day. Maybe you have started your week on a low or a high, but we want to find out. But I'm looking forward to this day. And another discussion that we're going to have after we come back from the break is the new year left over. So when is enough? Right? When are we stopping to say Happy New Year? Compliment to the new season. Is it month end? Is it the 2nd of January? Or maybe for other people, they might, take it far to a point of, saying Happy New Year in February, in March, and those kind of things. Right? We just want to know, because for some people, it's a tradition. It's something that you need to say so that we would know what time it is and what are we really working on, just to remind ourselves that it is the beginning of the year. We need some fresh starts. So say Happy New Year to me so that I can maybe go back to my thoughts to say, you know what, I've planned something and it is a new year and I need to act on that. 31 minutes after the hour 7 o'clock, it is the time. When you come back, you're going to be talking and discussing all of that with you. So all I need you to do is to don't switch the dial, and we are going to leave you with some great sounds right here from Zion Rusen saying Higher Self.
Seem like every captain gotta maintain the cap. You can make change, don't change for that. Tell the whole truth, get paid for that. Bet you never fall off, you was made for that. You gotta be who you really be, shine from the inside. Cause they ain't really who they say on the outside. You gotta be who you really be, shine from the inside. Cause they ain't really who they say on the outside. Slaughter around the city with my day one. I ain't gotta worry cause they A1. Wasn't in the field then you can't come with us. My little shawty going stupid, going straight dumb with us. I'm a big time, still humble in the hood. Gotta keep it positive on nothing but the good. When I'm on vacation, I be stunting like I should. Got a real queen falling, she gon' stumble on the wood. And I still be doing business with my brother them. And I know that if I got it, I'ma cover them. And I know that if I need it, they gon' give it back. Gotta practice what you preachin', I be living that. Taking trips round the globe, bringing game back. Touchdown hood, happy that I came back. Take a photo with my granny for the memories. And if it's for a good cause, I'm buying 10 of these. Seem like every captain gotta maintain the cap. You can make change, don't change for that. Tell the whole truth, get paid for that. Bet you never fall off, you was made for that. You gotta be who you really be, shine from the inside. Cause they ain't really who they say on the outside. You gotta be who you really be, shine from the inside. Cause they ain't really who they say on the outside. Knee deep in the game and I'm still the same. Why you always hating? That's a shame. Gotta split the profits with the ones that came. With your other homies, share the vision, yeah, we got the same picture. You won't catch me in the club, I like to meditate. I be higher than a bird, I like to levitate. When I ask them how they doing, it ain't never great. So I be focused on the money, need a better rate. Baby girl eating veggies, doing yoga at the crib. Swimming in the winter, don't get colder where I live. Still the same number, if you got it, you can hit me. Pull up to the park, I'ma match you on a sticky. I ain't tryna be nobody, I ain't gotta be. 100 bands up, shopping at the Dollar Tree. Never been a type that gotta act, gotta lie. I just go and get the bread and bring it back to the tribe. Seem like every captain gotta maintain the cap. You can make change, don't change for that. Tell the whole truth, get paid for that. Bet you never fall off, you was made for that. You gotta be who you really be, shine from the inside. Cause they ain't really who they say on the outside. You gotta be who you really be, shine from the inside.
What's up, fam? You chilling with your boy Moeketsi Maimane, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature. Let's go.
Famous Normie.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MOOCEE Mist. My name is MooCee Mist.
And of course, as we were discussing before the break, 35 minutes after the hour 7 o'clock, if someone comes to you right now and say Happy New Year, it's the 21st of Jan, what is going to be your reaction? Right? That is a question that we are asking right now. I mean, what are we saying? Are we saying, please, is it on?
Yeah, now it's on. Sorry, I'm just saying you don't want to be rude.
You just say Happy New Year back to them.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, Happy New Year.
Question is, do you mean it now?
You don't. Because you're literally just saying it so that you can get it over and done with. Because you've probably heard enough Happy New Years to literally last you a year. So at that moment, feel my Happy New Year, happy! And I move on.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'm someone who really overthink things, but I feel like it is necessary for someone to say that to me, even if it's their first time they're meeting me, you know, whether it's in March, whether it's in February. I mean, if the season, you know, the new season still feels new, I feel like it's necessary for people to say Happy New Year to each other. But we know that we are deep into the year, and already you've got things to do, you've got plans to make, you know, you've got goals to work on, you know, do some self-reflection so that you can begin to put the grit, to put the hard work on. I mean, when somebody comes and say Happy New Year, obviously going to be shocked to say, hey, it's March, why are you saying Happy New Year at this time, right? But in Jan, we know that a lot of us, when it's time to kickstart the year, yes, the month allows us, because we have been wired, we have been programmed, you know, to treat the month as a new year. You know, new month, new year. Yeah, something like that.
I mean, this Zola, we had a guest here.
Yeah.
Like, it's just adamant, you know. So, who's good singene kahle? I'm like, yeah, singene kahle. And then he's debating good to know, but ungena kanjani?
I had minyango.
Yeah, minyango and all of that. I mean, I had to argue that, look, for the fact that this is time-based.
Yeah.
So, yeah, singene kahle, and not just this card, but also our brightest luminary, which is the sun, has its own journey. So we can see to Kemanje, it has come full circle.
Yeah.
So singene kahle,
Yeah.
right? But he was just adamant to Agnamnyang.
Yeah. I mean, people have, different views and perspectives in terms of, saying Happy New Year. But I just want to get deep into this and just to understand this conversation, right? Right now, we are 3 weeks into January, and some people are still saying Happy New Year like it's day one. Others still have their Christmas trees up, and let's not even talk about those leftover fireworks hiding in the garage. So the question is, when do we officially move on? I mean, I feel like if it's my private space, guys, let me do what I want. It's my private space. Whether I don't remove the Christmas tree, whether I still have the fireworks, it's my space. I mean, I would understand if I put a Christmas tree in a public space. I walk around wearing Christmas, Santa clothes. But even though, who cares?
Yeah, who cares? I mean, like, I'm wearing Christmas socks today. Like, who cares?
Yeah. So
they pink and they have trees on them, Christmas trees. Who cares? But eventually, when you say that, like, I don't think there should be a rush on removing the Christmas decorations because it goes according to everybody's preference.
Yeah.
Some would remove them literally on the 26th, and then some would just carry on enjoying the festive season, and then come like the first week of Jan, right after maybe 2 days or 3 days after celebrating New Year's, that's when they remove them. So it depends on how people want to celebrate their life. Maybe they just want to keep everything nice and festively, just to spread out the good, the good mood of the festive season onto the new year. So hence you have some people maybe keeping on the Christmas decorations for much more longer time.
Yeah.
But also, man, this let me be the antagonist here. So think of food where you can smell ukudla but you cannot eat it. That's the equivalent.
You can smell food, but you can't eat it.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, Christmas or the festive is over.
Yeah.
But you're still having remnants of it lingering. But you'll be not in the festive.
Yeah.
Right? So what I'm saying is get rid of it. The equivalent of saying, look, there's food. You can smell it, but then you can't eat that food. Yeah. So you are doing yourself a great injustice. So get rid of the tree because the festive is over. Afraid, like it's done. So
When's your festive fella mo South Africa?
A festive is a time to celebrate and become merry. So I mean, I think as soon as we say Happy New Year, literally on the first, take it down.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that when it comes to New Year celebration, people take it out maybe 2 days or literally 3 days after celebrating New Year, because people still have like a bunch of food left that they bought over from the festive season that they're still chowing or whatever refreshments they had, and not everybody is now like officially going back home. Hence I said maybe after 2 days after celebrating New Year's, like on the 3rd, that's when you can officially take them down. Because let's be honest, on the 1st we're still celebrating. On the 2nd, we don't have the energy to even clean up anything. You just like basically taking out things in front of the people's eyes. So do you get what I'm saying? Because eventually when comes the 3rd day of the new year, people like need to officially like do the spring cleaning. Now get out all of those bottles that are like hidden behind there. Make sure that all the wrappers from the chocolates or the choice assorted are now all done. There's nothing left. Now it's clean.
Yeah, there's no festivities.
So something that really puzzles me with this, whole thing is it feels like it's rules, and one would ask, like, who makes these rules? Because I'm like, okay, I've celebrated Christmas, yes, I can continue to celebrate Christmas. If my family was not available on the 25th of December, I can still celebrate Christmas on the 27th of January. Right? Yeah, you understand.
It's no longer Christmas.
So now you are calling it a gathering. I'm saying, who makes these rules? Because we ourselves can say, we can move things and say, no, we want to celebrate Christmas on the 27th of January. No one has to come and say, hi guys, it's wrong. Okay, if you are seeing a family, let me say you're driving by, you're seeing a family, they're wearing Christmas, those hats and everything.
giving each other gifts. It's a gift party like Christmas, how Christmas happens. Are you going to stop your car and get out and confront them and say, guys, this is wrong?
Hey, they'll tell you where to get off.
Exactly.
Well, you can still celebrate Christmas in January on the 7th of January because according to the Ethiopian calendar, that's when they actually celebrate Christmas and not on the 25th.
That's the thing.
So according to African time.
Wait. So, like Christmas itself, ne? According to mainstream knowledge, that's when Dadu Yesu was born.
Mm-hmm.
So the Ethiopians are saying Jesus was born March in Jan. Is that what they're saying?
Ethiopian Christmas.
Diamond, when was he born?
Because Ethiopian Christmas is celebrated on the 7th of January, which is Tatia's 29 in Ethiopian calendar, as the day of Jesus' birth, alongside Russian, Greek, Eritrean, Serbian Orthodox churches. It is also celebrated by Protestant and Catholic dominations in the country.
Yeah, interesting.
Look, we get that.
So no one really knows when Jesus was born.
Exactly. So like now we are just forced to do things, at a given time. Mm-hmm. It feels like rules. That's why at home, together with my brothers, there are some things that we questioned because you see parents doing these things. We all know that, in a household, there's always those plates that have never been touched. They're only for guests. But we live in that house. We are the one who are responsible for taking care, and we are responsible for everything that is going on in the house. But now, why are you making the rules that we are not supposed to touch these cups? Who came with the rules that we are stopping to say Happy New Year on the 2nd of Jan? I mean, it's something that a lot of people, a mass, group of people will do and say, okay, guys, since people have stopped, I'm going to stop. But if you feel comfortable saying Happy New Year in March, say it, guys, because it's not a rule. It's not in a constitution. If something was in the constitution to say all South Africans are obliged to celebrate Christmas on the 25th of December, then people will do that because now it's written down. It's a policy. So you know what I think, ne? Yeah.
And you guys, you let me know, Uti. I think it's because it's a lazy way of saying, hey, I'm wishing you a new year, a well wished new year ahead.
Yeah.
So just I'll just say Happy New Year.
Yeah.
But if you really, really take the time, similar to a birthday wish, where you take the time and say, hey, Sbanbani, I'm wishing you a happy birthday. I pray that the Lord looks over you, and may you kulunga kokobi and all of that stuff. You can tell that it's coming from a genuine place, from Izwin. But if you just say Happy New Year, it's like, Happy New Year. Now you too. But someone comes and says, Jobas getting look 2026, man. Like I hope and I pray that this becomes your year.
Yeah.
I know you've been hustling, you've been doing 1, 2, and 3, but I'm wishing you well wishes for the new year.
Yeah.
And whatever it is, you may come to pass. Kanchalo like this substance. But must it Happy New Year? I'm like, or even Nale. Compliments of the new season. So what must I say?
And it's so weird. It's also irritating in a way because the season forever changes. When you say compliments of the new season, are you gonna say it again when comes winter? I'll change it autumn. I change it spring, because we need to also get clarification on that one. Compliments of the new season.
It could be compliments of the new year. Right.
Yeah, I mean, by my understanding, that's why in football terms, each and every, when the league starts or like everything, starts, even if it's, this year, they're going to call it a new season. Each and every time when anything, starts, it's just a new season for you, right? So what I want to get to is people have different, psychological timelines. For someone who's working, they understand what January is up until December. For someone who's unemployed, it's just the same day, guys. Like, why should I say Happy New Year? Because for me, it's just a normal day, right? So people are different. That's why it's controlled by the masses to say, okay, people who celebrate these, are people who haven't had time throughout the year to celebrate. So now they're getting the time to enjoy. I want to spend time with my family. But there's a family right now who are like, guys, let's have our Christmas on June. Let's have our Christmas in September, because we know in December everyone is busy. There's things that we need to do. So we need to change the rules. We need to evolve in terms of when do we stop or when do we start saying things. I feel like it just has to be, flexible, right?
Yep. Singaqala ngala ma plate and cups and sauces.
Yeah.
Let's use them on a Tuesday night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's use them. Don't wait for. I mean, there's a thing in the black community. Yeah. There's a thing in the black community where rice is doing Sunday. Like, why do people do that?
I feel like that has changed. Maybe for me at least. But yeah, I mean. But growing up, there was a time where rice. But now it has changed. Maybe because as an adult, I choose what I want to eat.
Exactly.
But for most people, I don't know. People can let me know in the comments.
Yeah.
Oguti, rice, is it reserved for Sundays?
For Sundays. You don't see beetroot during the week because they feel like it's bad to eat beetroot on a Wednesday or on a Tuesday.
Not with me, because I've kind of like changed the rules and the boundaries, especially when it comes to the world of cooking.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we find that no, the chicken piece it's a weekend during the week rejamala mauntana melala. When I cook, don't know at home. When I cook, I'm cooking what I want to cook. If you have a problem, then go and cook.
But guys, there's a reason for that, and I think breadwinners will maybe agree with me. Look, guys, just like a normal plate of food, how you start eating sort of like determines if whether or not what kind of personality you are, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, there are individuals that start by eating inyama first, and then there are some that start with the papa, and then the reward comes at the end. So I've got like amanqina and wati, and then I've got lamb, right? Lamb, we'll eat it on a Sunday, guys. I'm not saying it's a hard rule, but it's nice, to start or to end off the week with a proper meal. So as a parent, I will also say, look, we eat on a Sunday. It makes sense.
So I think also it really makes sense how you're saying it, right? But there is that occasional thing that we like. It's a tradition. Like, let's surprise each other. Let's eat steak on a Tuesday. Let's eat
that'll be the day.
Grilled chicken on a Tuesday.
I think, for example, it also depends on whether or not, for example, if the family can actually afford. And then sometimes remember that also cooking meat that is supposedly reserved for like your Sunday or either Saturday during the week. It's also maybe sometimes because you're celebrating something. Maybe the kid achieved something in school. I've already calculated as a mother. I can say the pieces and I chop them like this, then it's going to be enough for the family, and it's still going to leave me enough meat for Sunday. So it also comes down to that, because some people, you get like that big thigh and then they don't know that you can chop it and comes out 2 pieces, then 2 people can eat. So it also comes back to the whole mythology of whether do you know your kitchen calculations or my calculations are because the kitchen because for me, I know, for example, my mom always laughs at me at the fact that I can make a braai pack last. I chop it and I make it into nice pieces, and then after that you still find more pieces that are left that we can have probably that Sunday and leading up to that other Sunday, where in some families that braai pack 2 kg or that braai pack 5 kg will only last them 2 Sundays. For me, I'll make sure that it lasts us like 3 Sundays. The same goes for like Mastenga Matamu.
Jelly log, braai pack, 2 days.
That's what I'm saying. That for me, I can make it last longer. So that's what they love when it comes to my cooking. The fact that I can make it durable, or for the fact that it's my ngenzi like ngenzi tombolo.
Sorry. No, sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't start.
I'm sorry. That was funny.
We move.
No, that was funny. I'm sorry.
We move. Don't start. We move.
But how's chicken durable? I'm so sorry.
Okay, nyenza kwenzakale ke, nyenza kwenzeke ke.
Ngenzi last. Durable.
Yabona ke manje. And then the fact that and then one thing they love the most is that when I make dumpling, bayazi ukuthi angeke ngenze idombolo ukuthi silodliwa namhlanje kuphela, because isandla sami siyandisa when I make it dough. So they really know that the dough that I'm gonna make, it's gonna be dumpling that we'll eat Sunday afternoon for lunch, Sunday at night. Tomorrow, there'll still be dumpling for lunch. If I made enough, there's still gonna be dumpling again for dinner. In that way, you don't complain over the fact that I'm talking about this past Sunday. I was even shocked when I got home and there was still dumpling.
One of two things: either it wasn't nice.
Oh,
or
no.
you made a lot.
I make a lot.
Okay.
Mangenza, you see those no man,
because
you see those bowls.
You're like, no, I'm shocked which guys is still dumpling like, well, it's not nice. Or when they ening say slap it nice.
No, one day I'll make dumpling for us guys here at the station. We'll just buy me flour and everything else, and we'll just have dumpling that day.
Today's the day.
Yeah.
And then trust me, you'll see like I make it very big. I produce 5 bowls of dumplings.
Yeah. So the conversation still moves on. The question is, when do we officially move on from saying Happy New Year? Comments have came through, and you can still, of course, share your sentiments and your thoughts with us. Mr. Bimni came through saying, Mr. Mo and the sweeter than Dontoni. A very good morning to our energetic best Vooka team of Vooka Nation and the Underground Radio DBN team. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Sivugile on a beautiful sunny Wednesday morning. Good morning to you too. And then Z Elizabeth came to saying a very good morning, Vooka Nation, Underground Radio DPN, and the amazing team Sivugile, and feeling blessed. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag wishing you a wonderful, blessed day ahead. Stay safe and take care of yourself. She asked, how is the team doing this morning? Wishing you all the blessed day ahead, filled with good vibes, great opportunities, and an amazing one. We are feeling puzzled right now because of the conversation that we are having, because it goes back to what I was talking with my guys. I mean, yes, last year we didn't have, much time to spend together. And every time when we meet, we only braai on December. I was like, guys, why do we only braai meet on Decembers? Like, it's just starting to become a habit. And the next thing, you meet one day, then you bend the meat. It's chai. So we have to wait for another December to eat bent meat. No. Rather, let's braai in the middle of the month. Let's braai in March. I mean, meat is not that expensive, right? It's just the 4 of us. Just buy, 200 nyana, kgs nyana zanama. Then you start braaiing and then we enjoy. I mean, it's not like now have braai. You have to have a tent. You have to invite your cousins over. You have to make it an event.
You see, when it comes to braais, I also think it depends on the mentality of the people that you have in your squad or your crew. Because when you look at some people with their friends, they braai throughout the year.
Yeah.
So they all meet together and then they braai. Come June 16, they meet up and braai. And then I think that we have so many public holidays throughout the year that we don't necessarily only have to braai in December. We always have a reason to braai. That's why the alcohol sales in South Africa always skyrocketing, because we always have a reason to celebrate, a reason to be thankful for the life that we live. It's not only in December. I'm thankful for the fact that we are getting celebrated as Workers' Day on the 1st of March, Human Rights Day on the 1st of May, Human Rights Day on the 21st of March. We have our rights and we are listened to. Freedom Day, we got the freedom and liberation that we've all been waiting for. June 16, there's so many different holidays that give us reason to be thankful as South Africans, or to be thankful as individuals, that we don't all necessarily need to braai in December. It makes no sense.
It also
Compliments, man, compliments. But more before Ngena, you know, with Ibrai, there's it's both a verb and a noun.
Okay.
So what you are referring to with your friends is the verb component, where it's the activity of buying meat and braaiing.
Yeah.
But then a braai is also a social event
Okay.
at the same time. So mhlawumbe, if you were to think of, hey guys, let's have a braai, they are thinking, hey, let's invite Spanban because it's a social thing.
Yeah.
But moda shiseni nyama.
Yeah.
Maybe it takes on a different spin.
It does.
Man, like guys, kune chakulia last week.
It's a translation.
Yeah.
Oh no, it is understandable. And then before we move on, another one that people should stop doing. It's a cake. When you go to, it's not written birthday cake, Mudimwaka. It's like, why would you eat cake once in a year?
Amen to that one, because that's also something that I was thinking of changing this year, because I realized as I'm getting older, I'm like, I don't necessarily just need to buy a cake on my birthday or on my son's birthday. When I have the money, I can buy cake.
Exactly.
Cake is a form of celebration, and sometimes you just don't need to have a specific reason to celebrate, but you can just celebrate life on its own and just buy a cake.
I understand.
I've been looking at that. I'm like, you know what? I need to do some of that. Like, for example, next month it's my grandmother's birthday, and I'm thinking of getting the cake early, just in case I don't even have the money. Vele come the 19th when she turns 74. I want to get the cake early. Ke mo rekele MXD ya Chabule mu girl. Maybe right, because she likes champagne. I don't know why. She likes things that go.
You know, we should meet your grandmother.
You've already met her. Remember when you guys dropped me off?
No, I mean socially. So, like,
please do.
Invite her to a braai.
Yeah.
Or you know what?
Because I'm sure the Vooka Nation is like, we need to meet Afriberry's grandmother.
And buy her JC Leroux.
You know what?
Buy a JC
You know, one thing for sure that I know is that when you meet my mom, she's not gonna keep. He's like, you know what, Banele, like. You know, guys, I always like, I don't know, my mom tends to have a tendency of twanging whenever she meets my friends, which is so weird. I never understand. I'm like, girl, why do you have to change your accent? I would to work at the guy, I'm a girl, what twenga.
It's parents.
Yeah, but I know you're not also model C's. I'm like, girl, no, don't rush. Just be you. Just be you. So you know what? I'm just praying that God gives me the strength and possibly the money, sort of when it comes a birthday, and I invite you guys. We just sit down, have a little lunch with my and then you see the family that I have.
So Mo, do you think then, in this case, when Afriberry buys the cake, only then it becomes a birthday cake? So basically it takes on meaning afterwards. But the cake.
Yeah.
And then after that but to your point, I hear what you're saying, because if one were to walk into the cake, you get what I'm saying? So it's associated with that.
And you even hear with the comments, like, and unfortunately that's something that has been embedded within Black South Africans, that we only eat cake on birthdays. That is something that needs to change from us, and to us who have kids like me and you, Mr. B, that's something that we also need to change for our kids. So I don't know that if you want to have cake, you don't necessarily need to wait for your birthday. Buy the cake and eat the cake. Enjoy it. Enjoy the sweetness.
Exactly.
So we need to have some of that, man.
Enjoy the moment, right? So getting back to the conversation, you walk into a meeting on the 21st of January, and someone greets you with a cheerful Happy New Year, and then you smile awkwardly, wondering if you should say it back or pretend it's just another Wednesday. Meanwhile, your neighbors' fairy lights are still twinkling, and you're tempted to light that last firework just for fun. It's just a strange limbo between festive and cheer in real life.
I still have fireworks.
I mean, fireworks are not only for New Year, guys.
I still have fireworks, speaking of which, and I've actually thought of like bringing them here at the studio and just like going outside, then just lighting them and just going back. Because I don't know what to do with them anymore. Like New Year is too far right now, and I really want to light them up. You know what? I think I'm just gonna bring them tomorrow, and we'll just put them firecrackers.
Firecrackers. It's simple.
Guys,
I mean, in your birthday.
cricket. And then there's fireworks. No, there's a difference.
Yeah.
Okay, Black
Fireworks
Spider.
bring
What is Black Spider?
You cricket.
Cricket.
Firecracker.
I don't want
Cracks.
that. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Ah, that will like, what's that? I need something.
Yeah, like a fire show.
Oh, but the 100
show.
shooter.
Exactly.
Yeah, a
You want a
fireworks
100
show.
shooter.
No, not even 100 shooter, man. These things, maybe it's Black. No, man, come on.
That's what the black
You
spider.
see, what's nice. Twitter,
The black spider.
I know. We don't. What are we gonna do with Black Spider? I mean, we can make a sound. We can just say it's the same sound. We
Why you
want
guys
like
gotta be like?
fireworks.
Why do you guys have to be like that? Why you gotta be like that?
No,
Cricket,
Fireworks is
sorry.
full of jokes, man. It's jokes. So Z comes through on YouTube saying, whenever I see a person for the first time, regardless whether I see you in March, June, September, I'll still wish you a happy new year for the current year and wish you in advance for the next year as well. You understand? Yeah, this is what we should do, normally, right? Like you're meeting the person, like
The first time in the year.
In the year.
So
right?
even if it's in December.
Yeah, it's still new. If I meet you in November, for me and you, it's still a new year. Hey man, happy new year and happy new year in advance also, right? So it really makes sense because it's weird because for some people when they meet after a long time, they don't know what to say. Now we are advising you. The first thing to say, just say happy new year, shock them. Then you're going to see who they are.
But also, kunabanye, where the kind of lives that they lead, man. Pelamuta Happy New Year, it's like you made it,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're still here.
Still here.
Yeah.
Wow,
After a
man.
hectic
Happy
year.
New Year to you.
Yeah, I mean, even the wedding itself, I mean, are we still going to say Happy New Year or Happy Good Year? Right? Happy Good Year, Happy Blessed Year, things like that. Yes, the year is still, there's new days. I mean, if we're saying it's new, tomorrow is going to be new. Why don't you say Happy New Day to each other? Happy New Week. Happy New Month.
You know what? I think saying Happy New Year is probably much more better than like saying Antanungenile now. You see that one. That one, especially when you
How
know
did
who
you
to
enter?
like ungene kanjani Joe, like what do you expect? Antanungenile anyajabula mawusaphila.
It's a genuine question. How was your transition from yesteryear to this new year?
So,
But leyo
in our
ukuthi
language,
ungenile leyo, it's almost like saying that you kind of expect that maybe something would happen to me.
I mean, that's
so depending
that's
on the
lingo,
person you're
right?
telling,
But
depending
that's
who,
lingo,
Yeah.
like saying ngencanya.
yeah, but I was depending on the people that you're telling. Some people take it on a bad way. How ungenile is like, oh, so we expect to Sean.
No,
So
not that
so
way.
it also comes back to being cognizant of how we approach different people. Not everybody is going to be approached with the same manner that I approach you or approach Mo with. If I approach Mo Mo's not going to see it in bad light. But for somebody else, they're going to deem it as a bad thing. Like,
So do you not think it's just lingo? Because
Yeah, it
I
is.
was I was talking to a matriculant this year. So Babang Bonisa, their poetry book. So it's part of their English literature. So I'm asking, okay, so this is the 8th edition, cool. Are there poems by Tupac? Yabo? Okay, so we have a little laugh, Uti. No, it's not there. And then I asked Uti, are there any black authors? Because it's a South African book.
Yeah.
And then I asked Uti, do you think they might allow a poem that reflects today's times? So I made an example, Uti, Shakespeare. There was I'm not sure if it's a poem, but he talks about poppy and charms. But poppy and charms refers to this plant that moitata, it intoxicates you. But that's the lingo that was used back then.
Yeah.
So manje, if someone were to write a poem and say standing on business. I think standing on business means something,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the same thing, namanje, where umuntu makathi ungenile.
Yeah.
I think that's just a new way of saying, how did you enter?
Yeah. I mean, there are words that we cannot translate. Even Zulu people, they tell you, this word you can't translate it. You know, you cannot put it in English. Because now if a white person say, okay, can you please translate the ungene kanjani? You can't say how did you enter? Like
It makes
really
no
doesn't
sense.
make sense.
It's the same
right?
as translating my surname in English. I'm so embarrassed.
What's the translation
What?
of your
My surname in English is somebody.
somebody?
And then my name translated in English is I am welcome. So put the two together, they make no sense. I am welcomed somebody.
So I think you're right. It's just the term that we use. Like
Yeah.
in English, manje, especially with this new age thing, FINNA.
F-I.
Fina.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Sabawell.
Oh,
I'm
fine.
finna catch a,
I'm
finna catch a ride.
Yeah.
So it's like,
give me some of that.
well, that's like you know, like a shepu to give me. And you're
Got
like,
the
give me.
Mauritian
That's being-
give me.
So when someone says ungenile, it's not saying Guti, they're shocked.
Yeah.
Guti, wow, you actually made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's even shortened because abantu they feel they are tired of saying ungene
Ungene
kanjani enyakeni omusha. Yabo, so now we understand when somebody says, "Hey, ukeni jwang," you know. So I don't have to say, "Hey, ukeni jwang ungwageng incha" and things like that. You understand? But yeah, we're still having this conversation. But just to wrap it up, if you still have your sentiments, your thoughts, we are asking if you had to choose one. Are you going to keep saying Happy New Year until February or keep your decoration up until March? Which one would you pick for yourself? 9 minutes past 8, it is the time. Hashtag Vuka Breakfast Show is the hashtag to use. When we come back from the break, there's still more to unpack and we're going to give you some of the news headlines that you missed. So what I'm going to do is to take a short break and when we come back, of course, we unpack. Leaving you with the good sounds of Amaru saying, hey, way yo.
Energy got me going. Yeah, that thing's so vibrant. I wanna know if you can give me the keys to your heart, baby. All I need is you. All I need is you. You right next to me.
FM, you chilling with your boy Moeketsi Maimane, aka maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature. Let's go.
My name is Naomi P. Umkabayi, Gamakosazana.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MOOCEE mixed. My name is MooCee mixed.
Durban streets, what's poppin'? It's the Vooka
Breakfast show.
Monday to Friday.
We're still giving you that energetic start to your day, accompanied by that daily dose of positivity. It's 15 minutes past 8. It is the time, and it's still Wednesday morning, the 21st of January 2026. Wake up to the sound of the streets. Underground Radio is also your daily dose of the fresh beats, real talk, and the cultures you won't hear anywhere else. You need to catch us live every weekday from 7 a.m. up until 10 a.m. The perfect way to start your morning. And if you want to do that, you need to download the Underground Radio app on Android or iOS, or stream us straight from the Underground Radio dbn.co.za. Don't just listen to radio, experience the underground where radio meets TV, only and exclusively right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. As mentioned, 15 minutes past 8. It is exactly the time. Let me take you through some of the news headline that you missed on a recap. Starting off with the first headline, government prepares temporary shelter for displaced flood victims. What happened is government has begun preparing temporary shelters for flood displaced communities in Limpopo and Mpumalanga following the declaration of a disaster. The Department of Human Settlement will provide emergency housing to families who lost homes and belongings in the floods. A recent severe rainfall caused widespread flooding, displacing households and damaging infrastructure, particularly in low-lying areas. Many affected families were living in floodplains, making them especially vulnerable to extreme weather events that are becoming more frequent. What's next is a rollout of temporary housing units and emergency support, assessment of damage and identification of high-risk floodplain settlements, and a long-term relocation plans to remove families to safer land will be done. And then on the headline that you also missed when we started the show, inmates achieve 94.4% matric pass rate in 2025. Incarcerated learners achieved a 94.4 pass rate in the 2025 NSC exams, surpassing the national average of 88%. Minister Peter Groenewald praised the achievement, noting that 15 of 18 correctional schools recorded a 100% pass rate with 132 distinctions and by 180 candidates. KwaZulu-Natal led participation with 50 candidates, of whom 45 qualified for the Bachelor of Studies, while Johannesburg Female Correctional Center also achieved a perfect pass rate. Groenewald defended investment in offender education, stressing that rehabilitation through learning is essential as inmates will eventually return to society. What's next is continued support for education and skills programs in correctional centers, focus on post-matric pathways, including vocational training and reintegration support, use of the result to strengthen rehabilitation, policy and funding will be taking place. Lastly, Franschhoek fires rages uncontrollably. Residents warned that a wildfire burning above the Franschhoek remains uncontrolled, fanned by strong winds through the Assegai-Bosa area and across the Berg River. Fire crews are battling difficult conditions with steep terrain and dense vegetation limit access. Ground teams are prioritizing the protection of nearby farms, while some residents have evacuated as a precaution. Planned water bombing operation are expected to generate heavy smoke, raising health concerns, particularly for vulnerable residents. What's next is emergency coordination meeting to refine fire suppression strategies, continued firefighting with aerial support as weather allows. And lastly, residents are advised to keep windows and doors closed and monitor official alerts. If anything comes when it comes to these developing headlines, we will let you know. But for now, that's all we have on your latest news headlines.
Yes, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that news recap, and I hope it was also nice for you guys. So right now, not only did the kids go back to school, but we are also back with our usual history lessons. Konalago Vooka Breakfast Show. And for the first history lesson, in 1985, Jesse Newman sings Simple Gifts at the second inauguration of U.S. President Ronald Reagan in Washington, D.C. At Ronald Reagan's second inauguration in January 1985, world-renowned soprano Jesse Newman delivered a stirring rendition of the Shaker hymn Simple Gifts, adding a moment of grace and solemnity to the ceremony. Her performance stood out as a cultural highlight of the event, showcasing her powerful voice and artistry before a national audience and cementing her role as one of America's most celebrated opera singers during a historic political occasion. Now, also coming up next, in 1995, the 52nd Golden Globes, Forrest Gump, Tom Hanks, and Jessica Lange win. At the 52nd Golden Globes Awards in January 1995, Forrest Gump dominated as Best Motion Picture Drama, with Tom Hanks winning Best Actor for his iconic role as the lovable yet profound Gump, while Jessica Lange earned Best Actress for Blue Sky. The ceremony highlighted the film's cultural impact and Hanks' continued streak in critical acclaim, while Lange's win underscored her powerful performance in a drama that tackled themes of family and resilience, making the night a showcase of both mainstream success and artistic depth. Now, also here on 1996, at the 53rd Golden Globes, Sense and Sensibility, Nicolas Cage and Sharon Stone win. At the 53rd Golden Globe Awards in January 1996, Sense and Sensibility won Best Motion Picture Drama, celebrated for its elegant adaptation of Jane Austen's classic classic novel. Nicolas Cage took home Best Actor in a Drama for his raw and haunting performance for Leaving Los Angeles, while Sharon Stone earned Best Actress in a Drama for her role in Casino, making a night that honored both the literary refinement and gritty and modern storytelling on Hollywood's biggest stage. Now, not also forgetting that we're also celebrating some national or international days, making sure that you're also well informed with those ones. Now, today we're also celebrating One Liners Day. One Liners Day is celebrated every year on the 21st of January, which honors the sharp wit and humor of short, punchy jokes or memorable quotes that can make us laugh, think, or even roll our eyes in just a single line. Rooted in comedic traditions dating back to ancient Greece, the day highlights timeless appeal of quick quips from Oscar Wilde's I have nothing to declare except my genius to iconic movie lines like my precious, reminding us how much impact a few well-chosen words can have. And we're also celebrating Thank Your Mentor Day. Now, this is for everybody who has a mentor that they would like to celebrate and are feeling thankful and grateful for. Now, Thank Your Mentor Day is observed annually on January the 21st as part of National Mentoring Month. It is dedicated to expressing gratitude to those who have guided, supported, and inspired us in personal or professional growth. Established in 2002 by Mentor, the National Mentoring Partnership with Harvard School of Public Health. The day encourages people to thank teachers, coaches, managers, or community leaders who have offered wisdom and encouragement, highlighting the profound impact of mentors who have on sharpening lives and strengthening both bonds through strength and through simple acts of acknowledgement. So, to everyone who has a mentor, don't forget to say hi, mentor, and I'm grateful for everything that you've done for me and for guiding me through each and every single trouble that I find myself in. But obviously, not ending it there, we are also celebrating some amazing people who were also born on this day. Now, let's see who was born on this day. First, we're going to be celebrating Mr. Billy Ocean. Now, Mr. Billy Ocean was born on the 21st of January in 1950. Imagine. Now, he'll be turning 76 today. Now, Billy Ocean is a Grammy-winning English R&B singer famed for Caribbean Queen and Loverboy, and he is married. Now, the interesting fact about him is that before becoming an international R&B star, he worked as a tailor in London. Imagine. From a tailor to a musician. Now, that's clearly stitching in the world of artistry. And he was also designing clothes while pursuing music. His eye for style later influenced his stage presence. So clearly, he did make sure that his tailoring significance added a bit of touch into his stage presence. Now, we're also celebrating Luke Grimes. Now, Luke Grimes was born on the 21st of January in 1984 and is turning 42 today. He's an actor known for True Blood, Brothers and Sisters, and Yellowstone's Casey Dawson. He is married. Now, when it comes to his interesting facts, is that besides acting, he's also a musician and has released a country-inspired music reflecting his real-life Manhattan lifestyle where Yellowstone is filmed. Now, that is pretty interesting. Now, lastly but not least, as somebody who has been taking Africa by a storm and making sure that everybody across the world just knows that zebras do not walk around and lions surely do know how to be caged. Now, I'm talking about Mr. I Shall Speed, and he is turning 21 today. Born on January the 21st in 2005. His rise to fame came from becoming an NBA 2K creator, YouTube star with 49 plus subscribers and global fame. And guess what? He is not married. Maybe he's single. You never know. And then the interesting fact about him is that he nearly set his kitchen on fire during a live stream while trying to cook noodles, a moment that went viral and added to his reputation for unpredictable and chaotic energy. Imagine trying to burn down your kitchen just by making noodles. Clearly, those noodles are not 2 minutes.
Yeah, very interesting. But another interesting thing about Speed is he was doing a tour and he came to South Africa, right? A lot of Americans, and I remember watching that stream, man. I think it was the 31st. Yeah, the 31st, because he celebrated New Year in Cape Town.
Yeah,
right?
celebrated New Year's Eve plus New Year.
Yeah. I mean, as a normal person, by watching streams, speed streams, right? There were a lot of things that were shocking in terms of how humans behave, man, around people who are well known, globally, and they are just pushing the movement. Like, people were just, even the people that we respect here in SA call them celebrities, man. They went there and they bowed to that 21-year-old.
Bonota.
Right? Yeah, I mean, like,
DJ Spoo.
You kind of ask yourself, like, why would such things happen, and what was happening in that moment while you're trying to see the whole thing, like you're running after Speed, speed and yes, he's from America, we know. And I remember watching this other lady's video, when he spoke about how countries contribute so much in their PR, in terms of how the country look and what people should think. Pella, a normal South African citizen, when they hear America, they go crazy. I want to go there. I want to go live there, because there is what they call the American dream that you can pursue
Big
and
Apple,
live.
the city of
Understand?
angels.
Yeah.
It's exactly that, a dream.
Yeah, so a lot of Americans were crying. They were like, I'm so sad because they lied to us when it comes to Africa. How it looks, because we always felt like they're behind. They live in the forests, they live with trees. I mean, it was so shocking when people found out that Africa is not what it looks like in the media. Because one person said, go and search South Africa in Google, right? If, depending on where you are, when you are in other countries, right, just your geographical positioning, it will show trees and show like bad things, but when you come to the country, you'll be shocked. That's why, thanks to the power of the internet, someone can do that and show people what they're doing right now by streaming live.
But you see, we've had the internet for quite some time.
Yeah.
Right, so you're possibly right that depending on your IP address, because Mhlongo, if you live in SA or the neighboring countries, it shows you the true depth of the country.
Yeah.
But if your IP address is showing, let's say, your location from the US or other countries outside internationally, maybe it does show you trees.
Yeah.
Maybe. Because now, Mimo, I fail to understand how in 2025, 2026, that people are not aware of the true nature of this country, or even other African countries.
Exactly. Like,
so I think it's a fed narrative.
Problem is when BBC started releasing those documentaries, they will show a kid with a fly. I remember,
Like, it's so confusing. And when you say the way he showed South Africa, it's pretty interesting. I think the most funny part about everything is when Arekile Mbiza and then Ameriki Samal. You see that part of the speech. No, here in Joburg.
It was in Joburg.
Oh.
Uthenga imbiza isiso samenzang angene garage, and then there was a point where he was with Pops inside the car, and I think he felt it. Pops like had a old t-shirt covering his mouth because of how it smelled. But he also saw the different parts of it. For example, he's never heard of spina. So to them, it's drifting. Drifting is when you race for them. But for us, it's spinning a car. And when you see him inside that car, and he's so scared, he's screaming because now he's left alone in the car is spinning by itself, the driver just stepped out. He was like, even said, like, take me out of here, I don't understand what's happening. And then came in the part where he had to go eat nama. Yatho, like which is Sanyama, he was also shocked about that. And I
Yeah.
like the fact that they also took him to Maboneng to also see like the creative hub of side of thing. And they were actually outside of curiosity when they were at Maboneng.
Or when they did that dance.
Zep, when they did that Zep,
Yeah.
or Dlala Ngama
Yeah,
Zep, they were
boy.
actually outside of curiosity,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool because curiosity explores the art of South Africa within its own, and it's a tourist destination hub. So most tourists also go there for camping. So it's also a nice way of showing that we do have places for tourists
Yeah.
here within the city itself. And then the part that killed me the most was when he was exercising with King of Squats.
Yeah, and Swati. But the thing is, with this whole thing, because people were now, having that debrief, discussing in terms of, okay, like, what is your key takeaway? Some people are saying, no, celebrities, they were clowned. But for me, I saw a different perspective in terms of it really made a huge impact on what other countries think of South Africa. Because if you had like a DJ Spoo going there, you know that DJ Spoo has a lot of followers, a lot of audience, right? Yes, they're going to watch, and a lot of people in South Africa did not know who Speed was. They got to know who Speed was, and Speed was brought into South Africa so that people outside South Africa, they can know who are these relevant people in our country. It's not like we will clown them, they were chasing after Speed. No, Pella Speed, remember, this guy had like a hundred and thousands of people watching at the same time, and he has over 40 plus million subscribers. So it's a good opportunity for people who have influence to go out there to show this, because he would be just strolling around and like not know what to do. So you had to have people come take an initiative to show him, okay, this is what we do in our country, this is South Africa, this is our culture, this is our tradition and things like that. And it really helped because people are crying in America, guys, like tears.
They were
crying tears to say,
I saw the videos, eh?
I never thought I would see this other side of South Africa. And another thing is Speed was mistreated when he had a tour in Europe. Like he was badly mistreated,
especially in Ireland.
Names.
In Ireland, I remember that he was trying to sit on a bench where there was this other old white man, and that person literally stood up and said you had to sit on the opposite side. So it's almost like the benches that we had back then in apartheid, like black benches, white benches. And I was shocked. I'm like, in 2025, a big country like Ireland still has something like that. Like, how do you have something like that still happening? He was even so shocked that he stood up and did a video. It's like, you know what? I'm going to start. I want to be the prime minister here because what's happening here and what I'm hearing when it comes to the rules makes no sense. The kids at the background of him were like standing close. But that old white man literally stood up and went to go stand at the fence. Aja ice cream ya high. Nah, na fell into yao. Benching, I go fencing, I fence. Carry on eating his ice cream, like you can't sit close to him. It's like, what?
You understand? So he exposed a lot of things.
That's okay. I mean, old grumpy people, I suppose, it's fine.
No, but apparently that's the rule of what. That's the rule. The kids they didn't mind.
No, man. I mean, Tupac says it's fine. You can be racist, but your wives and daughters are not, so that's fine. Right.
And that was very sad. Hey,
but also, man, okay. But to Spoober promoting more fire. Through the stream. So that's a businessman. Like it's an opportunity.
Marketing,
a clever marketing strategy.
Speed won't buy it, but the people who are watching will consider buying it, right? Because it's not like Umlanda Wena. No, Pella, that guy was representing over 400 to 800 and something thousand people at the same time who were watching. So when you go to him, that means you are going to the audience he comes with. So it's not like you're chasing after Speed. Hey, buy more fire.
That's free.
No. Free advertising.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, maybe. I mean, it took a lot for Spoo to do that, but it's just inexpensive advertising.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He understood the opportunity. Where now you think, hey, you want when Bill Gates come here to sell, tell him about your business and then he will promote the business for you. No, nowadays marketing is dynamic.
Hey, because it's the same as Ubuntu
very
Mudisele and
dynamic.
Robert Boy, because for them they could also have scored some choreographic gigs somewhere in different
Exactly.
countries, because they were like there representing the dance style, the world of choreography in South Africa. And remember that when it comes to Buntle and Robert Boy, they're both versatile in dancing from a piano and a bit of hip hop.
Yeah.
So that also touched down on both of that, and it was pretty exciting. Hey, it was pretty nice
It was.
until Speed went to Swaziland and tried to propose to somebody's daughter.
Hey,
And then they said you need 17 cows.
But
you're learning cultures, right?
I've watched Speed, ne? And in all his mayhem and chaos, he's very strategic.
He is.
I don't think he would, like, for example, okay, Imbiza and whatnot, there was one where he drank Cape Town, right? And I'm watching the comments, but Speed, don't do it, because he bought this thing at his stomach, so the comments are just saying don't do it,
And
right?
he read the comments.
And he's reading, bro, you are cooked. After this,
Exactly.
RIP. He comes to a Soweto Towers, like, don't do it, RIP. He's watching the comments, right? So I do think with him proposing, come on, guys.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
because
we
his
know he
brand.
wasn't.
Yeah.
We know he wasn't.
It's for entertainment. That's
for
what
entertainment.
He
This
does.
is
That's
what he does. He's brilliant.
And then besides that, in a way, he was also shining light when it comes to traditional medicine in South Africa, the different types of uses. Because when he went to the stores, he also goes, okay, what does this do? What exactly does this do? What do I need this for? And it was also marketing that as much as we also have Western medicine, there are still some traditional herbs or traditional remedies that can still almost do the same thing that a westernized medication can do for you at the same time.
Yeah.
I think it's just his curious nature. Nakhona nje yamsebenzela.
His
He's
energy,
just
man. Yo.
It's just engaged, kuyo le nto, fixated on that thing. And then it comes across as the way we see it on screen.
He's great. He's great. And you know that we will never finish with this one. You can go check a Speed out when he was doing his tour in SA. Maybe there's some things you can also learn, you know, by just watching the stream in terms of the different places that he visited, right? But now going back to this interesting day that we are celebrating, the One-Liners Day, celebrated every year, honors the sharp wit and humor of short, punchy jokes and memorable quotes that can make us laugh. Do you know any one-liner joke
No.
that can come up in your mind?
No. I'm running blanks right now.
Come on, anything like, why did the chicken cross the road?
That's the famous one.
I forgot it. Because at this moment, I'm trying to think. When I read that today is like a one-liner day, I remember the comedians we had last year, like I'm okay. So, and in my head, I'm like thinking about them for the fact that some of them were like one-liner comedians, and I'm like, I don't think getting into my shoes, I don't think I'd be able to do what they do. Probably if I'm like just in like a private setting, I'll probably be able to like pop a one-liner joke, especially if it's like more relaxed and laid down. But on a professional level, sheesh.
I mean, you take time, because it's not like things or jokes just come magically. I mean, for other people, depending on what you're thinking on what are you thinking at that given time, yes, an idea will come, but they do sit down and they think, right? I mean, someone will just think, why do people knock before opening the fridge? In case there's a salad dressing. You understand? Right. One would ask, why are cats bad storytellers?
I don't know.
Because they only have one tail. So it's those things when you hear on social media, when you know they hit us with those one-liners. Yes, it does take time, because it really needs a lot of creativity and a lot of thought behind it, right? Yep. And when you start thinking like, hey man, that made sense. I think yesterday this guy was like, so they cut off my left hand. What left? What's left? What left? Yeah. And he was like, my left hand left. So like you take time and like it's like what are these guys?
It's almost like hearing dad jokes. It's not easy to laugh at dad jokes. You literally need to understand them perfectly, and you need to understand them in slow-mo. If you're a fast thinker, when somebody tells you a dad joke, like relax your mind so it can properly sink in. So in a way, one-liners are almost similar to like dad jokes, because if you don't get dad jokes, then you're definitely not going to get a one-liner.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them, like with Ted, would ask, "What's your name?" And when you're about to answer, it's like, "I don't care."
He's like, okay, why did you ask me? Why ask if you don't care?
But now Ted is actually a king of one-liners.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is.
Because,
He definitely is.
because you know, the people that find him funny are the ones that really pay attention. But if
To a
you've got
character as a whole.
if you've got a short attention span,
You're like, no, like I'm asking you a question. What do you mean? You don't want. Understand? And then you lose the whole gist of what is going on. But there's a lot that I've heard. The other one, they say, what does a CIA agent do when it's time for bed? He goes undercover.
Undercover superstar.
The other one, they say if prisoners had an opportunity to take their own, what do you call these shots? Mug shots. You know those pictures?
yes.
If prisoners had an opportunity to take their own mug shots, what would they be called? They would be called the selfies with a cell. Hard was, man. I mean, I really hope that we can have a comedian. Plus, it's Wednesday, right? It's Wednesday, doing all of the laughter and everything that has to come with getting rid of that midweek slump. But what we're going to do right now is to take a short break, and another discussion, and a very important discussion that we are going to have when we come back is why setting the scene in terms of actions that kill our fear. Why fear paralyzes us from taking action. You know that you wanted to do something, but you felt that kwababa. I mean, even that famous channel of ours has a show now that is called Kwababa. If you are scared of telling someone that you love them, you write to them, they go tell the person for you, and then they call you. They do things simple for you. So what really causes us, to be people who fear things? We fear ideas, we fear to take action. So we're going to be talking about that when we come back. We also want to hear from you. If you have anything you want to share right now, please use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, or you can simply dial the number 0604933226 for sending your voice note. Let me leave you with some good sounds, and we will be back. Giving you Gregory David saying, "My Bag B."
just been keeping my poise. Made by the million, but still unemployed. They text me about green, but not on Android. She not my shawty, she filling the void. I make the sounds that cut through the noise. He think he a man, but he chillin' with boys. Put down the liquor, start drinking LaCroix. The pain wasn't choice, but now I rejoice. My uncle had told me that I was the one. I played the shit smart, now my bread getting dumb. Lil' shawty had hit me, said she wanna come. Her dress is just black, but she not a nun. I'm so Pasadena, cause that's where I'm from. Some bangers, some hoes, some niggas with guns. They scheming for riches, they playing it numb. I'm second to wins, cause I'm second to none. Nigga, look, what the fuck you think I do it for? Do it for? Hey, look it in the mirror. You the go, you the go. Hey, I've been out here grinding 24. So nigga, in the mirror. You the go, you the go. Hey, what the fuck you think I do it for? Do it for? Hey, look it in the mirror. You the go, you the go. Hey, I've been out here grinding 24. So nigga, in the mirror. You the go, you the go. I ain't had these flows in a minute. Got the bag, then I took it independent. Model 3, and you know it's not rented. Authentic, every vibe is a minute. Fresh days, now we jumping out the ceiling. Tough times, man, a diamond out of feelings. All facts, they can question what I'm dealing. Fuck a house, we my focus on the building. Just some losses, now I'm feeling so prolific. Hustle loud, most you niggas don't get it. Seen the highs and the lows, it's terrific. It's a job to hate, that's why I love the critics. Self-made, I ain't gotta ask permission. Turn my pain into fire, no ignition. Only when the money talk, when I listen. I put the city on my back and niggas dissing, huh? Look, what the fuck you think I do it for? Do it for? Hey, look it in the mirror. You the go, you the go. Hey, I've been out here grinding 24. So nigga, in the mirror. You the go, you the go. Hey, what the fuck you think I do it for? Do it for? Hey, look it in the mirror. You the go, you the go. Hey, I've been out here grinding 24. So nigga, in the mirror. You the go, you the go.
It is 11 minutes until we hit 9 o'clock on the dot. Giving you some great sounds from Katari Walker. Do it for. Hope that you're enjoying this beautiful Wednesday morning. Kickstarting it with a very high energetic note accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. Hashtag Vuka Breakfast Show is the hashtag that you need to use. You can also dial us and send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. Some comments are coming through right there on YouTube. Queen the Empowerer saying, good morning, Vooka fam. Celebrating my mentor day is something I'll definitely do today. Thanks for the plug. Loved how I show speed, perspective changed Africans' outlook. And congrats to the inmate passing. Right, it speaks to those inmates achieving 94.4% matric pass rate in 2025. What do we call prisoners who are doing matric? Pre-matriculants. No, pre-matriculants is a grade 11. I'm going to swear at people now. You're gonna feel like you're in prison doing matric. You're a pre-matriculant, right? But a very huge congratulations to them, and what the Minister, of course, of Correctional Services is doing, making sure that these guys they get to strengthen the rehabilitation policy and the funding, right? And then I see Punchy TV coming through saying, good morning, hashtag Vuka team, hashtag Vuka nation, and the whole of South. Look at me coming with jokes and not greeting. Good morning, man. Thank you so much for joining us. We also want to hear from you if you're listening right now and you are watching. Why is fear crippling us as people? Are you someone who has done something or wanted to do something, but fear was like, yeah, whoa, you're not going to do that, or we are not going to do that. We are not Venom as fun, right?
The reason you are still single.
You understand? With the kwababa, like you cannot get rid of the kwababa. So why fear paralyzes us from taking action? So we're just going to picture and put a picture for you just to understand what we are really trying to get out of this conversation. All right, you've been dreaming about starting your own business for years. You've done research, you've got the skills, and even have a little money saved up. But every time you're about to take the leap, something stops you. Your heart races, your mind floods with what ifs. What if I fail? What if people laugh at me? What if I lose everything? So you stay put. It sounds familiar for most of the people. That's fear doing its job. It's working overtime, keeping you safe, but also keeping you stuck. Fear is one of the most powerful emotions we experience. It's wired into us for survival, but in today's world, it often shows up in ways that hold us back from growth. Whether it's fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown, it can freeze us in our tracks and stop us from chasing opportunities that could change our lives.
Yep.
Right, so science says fear literally hijacks your brain. When you're afraid, your amygdala, the brain's fear center, takes over, shutting down rational thinking. That's why even simple decisions feel impossible when you're scared. A recent study has found that fear of failure is the number one reason people don't start businesses even when they have the resources and skills. In South Africa, fear of financial instability is a major factor. With high unemployment and economic uncertainty, many people hesitate to take the risk. Even those risks could lead to success. So why are people not taking steps into achieving their goals and their dreams?
So it's like fearing success.
You are fearing success. Everything that comes with success. You don't know what's on the other side.
Anything's over. Good, I'm this kind of person when I'm successful. So that's why I fear success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there are people who...
You see.
I mean, honestly, there are people who came forward. I think this there was a conversation about coming from a poor background, poor family. Like, people are really honest that, guys, I've seen when I get money, I'm going to change. Like, a lot of money changes me, right? It's making me into someone that I have to take time to understand. So there's also that thing that leads to people to say, no man, you see what Ket Matlala is doing. That's why I don't want a lot of money. You start excuses.
But also for religious purposes, where if you're moneyed or successful, then it takes you away from the glory of God. Because just like the rich man was asked to put down his riches and follow Christ, he had a hard time doing that.
Yeah.
Right, so it's best if I just remain impoverished.
Yeah.
So I fear all things success, because it means I shall lose my salvation.
Imagine.
And it's a thing. Honestly, it's a thing where being impoverished seems to, like, people seem to believe that you are closer.
It's
to
glorified.
God. Yeah.
Why?
So then why must I must fear success? Because success can take me away from God. I must fear it.
No.
Uzobane pride.
Not in nowadays.
No, but it's true.
Yeah.
People, if you're moneyed, you're gonna have pride. So you might have pride. Sorry, that's what I mean. So people fear Leo's success like it's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah, I mean, also just by observing, because I think it's something that one needs to think through. Because if you quantify all of those ideas that you have about, success, about failure, sometimes you are just coming up with excuses, right? Now to a point that if you are scared of success, you are going to start glorifying, things that just make people to be away from you. You just push people back, because when now you feel like sleeping the whole day, it's the right thing to do. Not doing anything is the right thing to do, because I know what success is going to do to me. Understand? So I also feel like there are excuses depending on the situation, depending on where you are. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to fear, there are a lot of things that people fear, right? I mean, with businesses, it's the most common one. That's why you have business seminars where people are being advised. You're being motivated that this is what you have to do, whether you like it or
Take
not.
the first step.
Even if you can fear failure, you're going to fail. Your business will fail. Eventually, it will fail. And it's something that has happened to most of people who have had businesses.
Also, when it comes to discomfort, Debo, that most of us fear discomfort, kakulu. Yeah, we fear pain. So rather than having to go through the process of what one might consider self-humiliation, let me just not do it. Yeah.
You know,
And now it asks, the question that is going to be asked is that, okay, what really influenced you to even think of that? That when you don't want to go through the struggle, you don't want to go through the challenges, because also where we come from, the patterns that we see, that we implement in our daily lives, creating new paths, they also count in the people and, of course, the characters that we really become. If you saw maybe your dad or your mother or your brother growing up, being scared of this thing, like they always spoke about it, that, hey, please guys, don't have businesses, right? Or maybe they had a business, it failed.
Swim.
Yeah, they're like, hey guys, you won't survive there.
Yeah.
You won't survive.
I don't think most people are actually scared of succeeding. It's the failure of it because of how society is, especially when a person's business fails. And that's something that also needs to change. The fact that I will try to have a business, it will fail, but that's what also brings people down to the point that they don't want to get up and try again. The response that people give them once a business fails, or if you try and do something and you fail. For example, have you ever seen how most parents judge their kids when they fail in school?
Yeah.
Like, for example, me, I told my little brother, I'm like, bruh, you can't fail in primary. That one, that's something I won't agree to. In high school, I understand. Even I failed in high school. I failed grade 11. And I'm like, in high school, I understand, because now you're getting a whole new level of type of education. Now you're no longer doing things that you used to do in primary, and your mindset also needs to change. And sometimes it takes time. It's not easy to adjust. It's a method banana from primary until grade 9. Now you have a choice of, are you carrying on with the banana car, or you're going back to pure maths? And pure maths is also on its
today's
other
education. It's still, how many apples do you see? Even as a high school, so it's though they took the primary and brought it up to high school.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that even if you go and do maths literacy, let's say maybe you're doing economics and you're doing maths literacy, accounting can still show you flames, and you may end up failing because of that. But does that, as a parent, make you want to beat up your kid because they failed? You're supposed to encourage them with, sawar, you got this, you can do this again next year. Now you just know where you went wrong when it comes to education.
I mean, it's difficult and different, where you've got, let's say, a child, we are Zola, and then a fail. And then you're like, no, you've got this, try again next. I mean, sure, you could talk to them and say, can you see the results of Ukdala? Hopefully you'll do better, Yabo.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you fail, I failed because I did not apply myself. And then there's the other failure where you're not yet competent, but you were just trying, but you just need more time for you to grasp your concept. Yeah. So you got too.
Yeah, because I know for me, when I felt grade 11, it's because I had my head up in the clouds because of a sort of internship that was kind of going on during high school, where some of the students in my school, including me, we were chosen to go attend a leadership course at Gibbs in Rosebank, so we were part of that. So that had me all up in the air, and it had me all proud and stuff, to a point that I forgot that I also need to focus on my schoolwork. I was proud of the fact that when you look at all the kids that are there, 90% were all for multiracial schools. Some of them were private schools I've never even heard of. And for me, it was a proud moment over the fact that, you know what, I'm from the hood, and look at where I am right now. But I let that cloud my head and I ended up failing. And then come the next year, I was like, you know what? Whatever opportunity that may come again this year must never let me stray away from my education. I need to learn how to balance both of them. And then when I repeated, I was working over the weekends and I made sure that my work life and my school life did not outshine either one of them. I made sure that they now balance. Because I started doing promotions in grade 11.
Look.
Me, I started working in high school. I was doing promotions while also going to school. Come weekend, thing la stolo. I said, this is the new Mac that we're selling. What. Come Monday, I'm back to class. So I made sure when it came back to that one, I do not repeat the same mistakes that I did.
And you passed.
And I passed.
So, from my understanding, fear is something that is instilled on people. Like, I remember seeing people who are very playful and have very supportive parents, right? If you can study, most communities, whether it's, different races, Chinese, white people, black people also, but I'm going to go on the white people and the Chinese most of the time. So you would find that a child is playful and they're going to find out what is it that he is focusing on, because there's no way a child will be playing and not focusing on something. There's no you not doing anything. There's something that they're doing, because I have watched a lot of soccer documentaries to a point that I realized that there were people who were willing to sacrifice something to gain the other one, because it's like, you are very playful, but I see that you are good at soccer, right? So it's fine. We're going to try to find balance, because now if we force you to go to school, it's going to kill this, because it's a skill that you can mold from a very young age.
Exactly.
Yeah, so if you have like parents who can think things through to say, okay, my child is playful, you see, Uguti, this child is not, scared of failing, because there are, students whereby I was one of the students who were afraid of failing. I avoided failing. But there are people, even when he failed, like,
yeah, fun.
Like, you need to question and study that. Why are they not afraid? Because fear has not been instilled in them. And he doesn't have...
It's not a determining factor.
Yeah, that will decide where their life is going. Because... for someone, maybe if you're going in grade 8, your mom or your dad will tell you that one thing, and they will say, if you fail, you're going nowhere, actually.
And especially Lana in this family of academics. What do you mean you failed?
What do you mean?
Because if we judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it's a failure.
Exactly. Right?
Yeah, that's true, because that's also something that I'm learning with my kid. The weird thing about him is that in class, he has a tendency of dazing off, because at this moment, I'm actually even thinking of looking for a counselor for that situation. He becomes, like, he dazes off. Ukhona physically, mara akekho mental. Uzomnikeza umsebenzi ukuthi bhala.
Yeah, well,
and then come test
in primary kids, because now I know, like, I used to play a lot in primary, so I guess it comes down to under what merit do you judge success? Yeah, for little ones. But I do know with little ones, they have to play.
No, what I'm saying is, this is the confusing part. He does not write any classwork activities. He does not participate. He stays outside. Mare, come test. He will write and he will pass. I'm still trying to figure out that wonder. Like, even his teacher last day from grade 1 is like, I'm truly baffled and confused by your son's coping mechanism. So it's something that I also want to learn, so that I know what maybe it's the way that he's being taught that's not working out for him. Maybe he just finds class very boring. So what can I do to make it exciting for him, so that he knows that learning is exciting? Hence I'm saying that I'm seeking help from like a potential counselor, so that I know that even at home, because I know that even at home you'll teach him he'll write 1, 2, 3. Out of nowhere, you go to the kitchen, maybe go stir the pot. When you come back, he's playing with toys. So at this moment, I think that it's also because he's getting bored, but I also need to also understand, Guti, how can you not be able to focus in class and miss like each and every single lesson, yet when you write an exam, you pass and they're flying colors.
So let me be that counselor. Ne? Does he spend time with toys?
Yeah. Like there's like a
teach him with toys. Okay?
There's a gang lot of toys.
Like rather than having a book in front of him, then use toys to teach him.
Because you know what I've also implemented is because I know that he likes watching like your Paw Patrol, your Curious George, so it's a bit colorful, and then they have a bit of singing that's also going on there. So I've also kind of implemented almost like a sing and teach situation where basically go out and I just like sing things and like I'm like, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 once I you know, make it exciting, and then he engages. But then we also need to know that there's some times where you need to get like serious because now it's a homework, so it means that whole playful banter kind of dies out. So that's what I'm saying, that I'm trying to find the balance of also making him find interest into doing his homework, interest into him possibly just trying to read by himself.
Question is now, are you forcing this fish to climb the tree now?
I don't think so, because half the time I don't even, you know, I'm saying this because
no. Hear the question. I'm asking, are you forcing this fish to climb a tree?
No, I want to teach you to be adaptable.
Yeah, so you want to adapt this fish to be able to climb a tree.
Yeah. I mean,
in a way you could say that, because unfortunately in this day and age, they give them reading books, so he definitely needs to hold the book and learn how to read.
Yeah, so I've got a fish pond, and my guys, they've given them tree stems. So like we're forcing it, they have to climb this tree. And that's why the failure now comes in.
Yeah.
Right? But aside more, before you continue, this also sparks the thought of self-sabotage. People are capable. They know they can, but then they would rather sabotage themselves and then have that self-fulfilling prophecy, and it's a cycle of reconfirming what is.
Yeah.
I vele mina.
Yeah.
I vele kaya see, and then it becomes a vicious cycle.
A cycle for them.
Yeah.
And then of course, people that you're surrounded with, they will be forced to understand, because there are people I've met who do things intentionally. Because like, I think people think my life is perfect, so let me just do something that will take their attention, their eyes from me. Like I'm going to be someone who fears a lot of things. I'm going to instill fear on myself, because it is possible for people to instill fear on themselves.
So basically shield the perfection with a whole lot of imperfections.
Exactly. You're protecting yourself in so many ways that a lot of people will just put their eyes off you. But on this one of teachers, I also believe, and I might be wrong, but I feel like, yes, you can go to school, have qualification and become a teacher, but teachers are not also taught to become, like cheerful, man. Cheerful. Like I won't forget my grade R teacher, teacher Nono. She made you fall in love, with your schoolwork, with coloring books and everything. Even in college, there's this lady who taught us development. Like, she made you love it, the way she taught, the delivery, the way she speaks to you and things like that.
So here's what I say. If teaching, nursing, or any job in the service space or line of work in the service space is a job to you, then you're in the wrong profession.
Yeah.
So this thing has to be somehow a calling.
Exactly.
So I think with most teachers, policemen, nurses, Google is just a job.
Yeah.
That's why you see Lento Leo Kulmanga.
And they're instilling fear.
Yeah.
Like they're really instilling fear,
So
because
failure.
when I win that like,
And that's
why
very
would you
true,
say
hey, because
that?
most teachers actually tend to do that. Because I remember for me, the same goes for me in primary and grade R.
Yeah.
I had a teacher, I loved that class. We had like, that was the first time I learned how to put on a heel in grade R, because they had those other playful heels that were just like staying there in class. And I liked story time. It was so interactive. Out of nowhere, you just hear her sing, "What is the time, Mr. Wolf? The time is 1:00," and she's just going like basically, even the way she told stories, it's the way that I kind of read stories when it comes to me and my son and my baby brother. I instill that. I switch the tones. This is how mom sounds, this is how dad sounds, and then wolf, all those noises. I do that. And then in high school, I had my life orientation teacher, Mhlongo. I liked the way she was very soft. She had this very elegant but kasi styled into her. When she came in class, she was like, kopa lesante nang lesaras. It was so nice. And then you had this other cheerful teacher, Mempoko. Memtilo, actually. That one, she was like she was a fun teacher. Even with the lessons, even when she was serious, you could spot that this is funny, and this is serious funny, meaning that she's making a joke, but also pay attention to what she's actually saying.
Yeah.
Most teachers don't have the passion anymore. That I don't want to lie about, because
no, it was never there.
It's never been there.
You can't take away passion.
Yeah, like
It was never because
teaching ya badala.
Because I'm telling you, the teacher that's actually teaching my son right now, she taught me and taught my little brother, and she just never had the passion. She's the teacher that will sit down there at the desk.
But hence,
1, 2, 3, 4,
but hence I'm saying, Guti, if you're a teacher or someone that's in the service line, if it's a job, then you're in the wrong profession, right?
Yeah. So there are so many things, that really contributes to people developing fear for things or what they really want to do. But now let's dive in. So why does fear have this paralyzing effect? Psychologists say it's because fear triggers a flight or freeze response. Freezing is the brain's way of saying don't move, danger is ahead. But here's a catch: most of the dangers that we fear today aren't lions in the bush. They're imagined scenarios like embarrassment or failure. On the flip side, some argue fear can be a motivator. It pushes us to prepare better, work harder, and avoid reckless decisions. But when fear becomes overwhelming, it turns into a barrier instead of a guide. With some different perspectives, we have some of the list items in terms of one view, right? Fear is a natural safety mechanism. Without it, we would make reckless choices, right? So I also think fear and instinct, they work hand in hand, right?
For some, this thing is disabled. I know, because some people, like reckless. You ask yourself, but dude, like, can you not see you go to this thing is reckless? So obviously this part of the brain is switched off. For some people,
right? Fear is the biggest dreamer killer. It keeps talented people from reaching their potential. I mean, people will come to you and say, "Yo, Ndwana, you have a potential. You are sleeping on yourself." And I think that also it speaks about how you have been molded, how you have been wired, how you have been programmed, to have your own perspective about, the world itself, how things work. How do I get myself to reach that full potential of who I am? If I don't know, I will be scared, because I feel like I have to protect this one thing that people always, compliment me about. So let me protect it so that it cannot die. There's someone out there who is great in a drawing, and they're like, no, I'm going to start drawing when I'm 50 years old, because I feel like when I start there, I will be more secured in the upcoming years. And then that delay causes you to even delay your dreams and never even start to pursue your dreams, right? So it is a dream killer for a lot of people. And we know everyone you see who has become a super athlete, a world renowned author, we know that there is someone who failed out there, or someone who was scared to take the opportunity to become that person.
And Mo, that's what I think about most of the time, failing in public. Right? Because we want to go out and have a positive image. I'm not saying going out and being reckless, but you stand on business. This is what I want to do, and this is what I'm doing. If it works out, cool. If it doesn't, no problem. So I think a huge inhibitor is that because like us, we're in the public space. Something I've been thinking about, Uguti, hey, maybe we're scared of going out in public because the public humiliation,
embarrassment,
right? Where when you spoke about fight and flight, sure, there's no lions chasing us, but I think it's ego match. Yeah,
more than anything.
Yeah, if my ego gets killed, it's the equivalent of me being physically killed.
Yeah, it's what we feed us daily, what we feed ourselves, daily. Because if you surround yourself with people who are always scared, of course, fear is contagious. It can be passed on to the next person. When you are scared, I'm going to be scared. Like, why are you scared? We will be both scared, right? So right now, I think with social media has made it worse, right? It's either you blow up or you cave in social media. The first thing that you do when you want to blow up, or the first thing that you want to do when you are trying, to confront failure, trust me, when 1 million of people see you and they say bad things, a lot of people stop doing that. Like, they just stop and they kill their dream from the sport. I mean, back in the days, people had time, hence, and I don't hear a lot of people now playing with the word reputation nowadays. Like, people no longer, like, it's so scarce to use the word reputation. Because back in the days when there were no cell phones, you were to build up your reputation. Build it up. Make sure that you work on yourself, become a better person. Now it's called the cancel culture. Once they cancel you, it's done. Whatever that you have tried to build for yourself is just going to vanish just like that. All right. So fear isn't the enemy. It's how we respond to it that matters. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's actions despite fear.
Yeah.
Take that action. Do what you want to do. You'll never know what's on the other side because people fear the unknown. That's what we have, noticed that I don't know what will happen, so I'm scared. Now you're starting to calculating each and every action, and you're coming with your own outcomes. I mean, I don't know if most of the people, they do experience, maladaptive daydreaming. Like, you are this person, you're seeing yourself, you drive a nice car, you have a mansion, you do that, and then you go back, you don't even start doing even one minor thing that can, put you a step ahead with what you are doing. So when it comes to fear, it's something that a lot of people need to tackle. Yes, I know it's not easy, as it's something that when you are alone, yes, you might go to a motivation, seminar, a motivation speaker, see your mentor, but the real question is, are you really going to practice what you have been told? Are you going to practice the advices that you have been told? Because when you get home, you feel like it's back to square one. And no one is going to live with you carrying like you all the way to say, hey, let's go. Even, a baby, when they take their few steps, you are there to experience. You are there to help them when they fall. But when they have learned to walk by themselves, then you let them go experience the outside world without even being scared for them. Because if you are scared of someone doing something, they are going to be scared. I'm taking this opportunity, I'm going to work in the Netherlands. I'm so scared of you. Why are you scared of me? Because that is where a lot of people need to be supported at that point, at that given point.
Yep.
Right?
No, fully agree.
So the question for us right here and the audience is, what's the biggest fear that's holding you back right now, and how do you think we can overcome it as individuals and as a society? I mean, there's a lot of fears, right? I mean, a lot of people right now, they fear losing their lives, they fear losing their partners, their parents, jobs, my car. Like, I can't lose everything that I've worked for.
Yeah, especially jobs. Like, if you saw someone, or if it's something you once experienced, then you would understand how an individual would react if there is a retrenchment taking place, where there's panic and mayhem in the company, because you never know. Because last week they just let go of Joe, and you don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
Also, if you have dependents, so I get it. I get it. I think for me now, the one thing that somehow seen about myself is I'll go through a situation, the fear will build, but then I always have these internal talks.
Yeah.
Like when I see death, close by, or someone died and whatnot, there is that thing for that week, but then I tell myself, look, it's gonna happen one day.
Yeah.
So either I live and enjoy my life, man, or I focus on something I don't even have control as to how I will die. So it's like, you know what, after that it's
Yeah.
I let it be. But I've also seen Uguti, when you do challenge the fear,
Yeesh.
you come to discover Uguti, there's actually nothing to fear. Yeah.
Yep.
But it's that first step though, because someone who's not able to swim, ne?
Yo.
Right. So I'm a good swimmer myself, but
Please don't try it with me. Don't try. I mean, I'm going to swim. I mean,
that's why I understand Uguti Lana, like basically when you need to go to Amans, like I wouldn't take you there, right? Because I've seen how people react to Manzine, even if it's shallow water, someone can drown, right? Because of that fear.
Yeah.
So I am one with Amanzi and I don't fear water.
Yeah.
Right? But for the next person, I understand. So when you first take that step, it's very terrifying. But after that, you ask yourself,
Yeah. I mean, face your fears. Don't fear your face.
Exactly.
Yeah, but when it comes to swimming, that's definitely one fear that I need to face eventually. But at this moment, I do get into the pool, and I go like underwater for like a couple of minutes, and then I come out. I think for me, I first need to start with like being able to like maybe hold my breath for longer than 5 minutes, and then
We don't.
You know why I'm saying this? It's because me, as soon as my head goes in, I go into panic mode. So for me,
that's what we think, Yabo. And in other areas of life, maybe we have the same methodology. Once then it means people that know how to swim can't even hold their breath for 5 seconds. So when are you creating a false binary by saying if this happens then that, of which you won't be able to hold your breath for 5 minutes to begin with. So it means you won't learn how to swim.
Asas guys, and so one thing I know for sure, I'm not going to learn how to swim. Go Jake.
But
Guess where I learned how to swim?
Okay.
Jake.
Jake and
I mean, it's your first step, right? You never know where Michael Phelps, started his first swimming training. Maybe it was a river, it was dirty water, and things like that. But what I've noticed is also how ourselves we view fear, because with my own experience, as I've mentioned, that I feared failing, a grade, and that makes you to learn or just move passively. There are a lot of things that you miss out when you fear something, because you're given an opportunity to experience, to go through the challenge, to go through the path. But now with fear, you're focusing on that one goal. Because yes, you understand that you need to focus on it, but you need to look sideways. What's available on the side, or what's on this other side, so that you can explore, learn what's there. Because you might find out that where you are going is not where you are meant to be.
Sure.
Right? You're supposed to take left and go the other side. So that's what happens with most of the people. The reason, they fear, just going through with some of, it feels overwhelming to, be outside and explore yourselves. Like, where am I gonna start? No, find your hobbies, find what you love. It's like, no, guys, that's a lot of things, and I don't want to be embarrassed at the end of the day.
I mean, shows like a fear factor where it's a little bit extreme.
Yeah.
Because when I was on the physical side. You know, spiders and things into.
Ukudla amakokoroto.
Yeah, I mean that's extreme. Like you know, because no one says I fear eating cockroaches.
Why would you eat
It's not a delicacy for us. So you wouldn't fear that. But the show did somehow unlock ezinye izinto where I was watching this show, The Dog Whisperer by Caesar, right? And he says to the owners of the dog, look, whenever you're holding that leash, you are transferring energy. So if you are like you're in a state of panic, the dog will pick it up, right? So he then takes them on this journey with, okay, I need you to learn how to control your emotions when then the dog will follow.
Yeah.
And the Somvar, when it takes them through that journey, the dog now becomes calm because the master is calm. So sometimes isn't it that we fear? It's not an external thing, it's internal. So it's all about the frequency and the energy.
Yeah.
Because he once took this family to a snake park to go and handle snakes and reptiles, because Gubert was also a big fear. Once they came back, it's like I will, like you know, they came back instantly. The mood of the dog changed because they're the ones that changed as well.
I'll be homeless after that journey, so no thank you.
I mean, it's something that you discover about yourself to say, ish, you know, I don't like animals. The next thing you're in a zoo, there you are, you want to pet a lion, you know, you want to touch, you want to do everything. Because, you know, when you talk about energy, it's really true that if people can be really taught, you know, from the core. And I think when energy has to be taught to people, you need to teach them also together with the energy. It goes along with let's teach kids or the ones that are growing up energy and fear, you know, in terms of how they work hand to hand.
Because fear is an energy.
It is.
Oh, why? Yeah.
You are outside the door, like you are so scared, you know, when you enter in this room. And then when you enter, already there's a rhythm that takes place. Because I really felt it when I played soccer. Like I was someone who I feared losing. I feared, you know, being embarrassed, to a point that there was a time where there's this team that was just thrashing everyone, Team Gasabza. We know that when we play them, it's either we get 7 or 8. So I'm like, no, I don't want to go through the same embarrassment. So I was scared to go to the game, to a point that I even took my boot and I teared it apart so that I can have an excuse with time. But if I can't play, you see how my boot looks
self-sabotage.
Yeah, but next time when you get into the field with that fear, with the nerves, trust me, there's that energy that will just, you know,
I know.
Yeah, it comes to you and you perform. Like you perform. That's why on Idols, if you have judges, you know, who really know and see talent, trust me, when you fumble because of your nerves, they will say, no, relax, go again. Understand? Because they understand that we see the talent in you. You just get rid of the nerves, you know, just be in your element, take your time. We understand it's a competition, it's Idols, you're given 10 seconds to even start. Like, it's time limited, right? You're not given 5 minutes or 10 minutes to do what you're supposed to do, right? So
that's why before going on stage, there's these exercises they do to try and calm yourself down. So it is a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is, honestly, right there. So we're talking everything of fear. You can let us know, what is that one thing you have always feared in your life, and you are working towards getting rid of the fear? Do you fear snakes? Do you fear dogs? Fear cats?
People.
You know? Do you fear people? I mean, I'm one. I am scared of people, guys. Like, there's just a thing, because when people do certain expressions, and I don't know if it's something that I am wired or programmed, but there's a thing. Like, I need to get used to people, and it's tough because now every day you meet new people. Like, how do you now handle that, right? So I got to train myself with like getting used to the people that I know, to a point that, okay, if we meet new people, yeah, there's a way that I'm going to react around them, but there's that fear, man. Like when people are just there, right? And what's this called? I mean, there are people who are labeled introverts, right? Introverts that just want to be in their space where there's people, where there's crowds, you know, they just see something that
You first have to psych yourself up.
Yeah, right. You prepare yourself, gear up, and you are bangena. I mean, for someone to go out of the house, they have to look at themselves in the mirror, drink some water, do some exercise, breathe in and breathe out, and then they go in. Immediately they see a person, yo.
I mean, I've had the privilege of being on both sides, where you enter a venue, and you are one of many, so you have to socialize with Kulmena Bantu. It's not a problem. And then also being the center of the venue. So I've gone and done, you know, training presentations, and everyone is like, yo, Banene this. Like, you know, when you walk the room, you can feel it. And I remember thinking to myself, Uguti, I don't want this kind of attention. Guys, I'm just showing you a skill and that's it. But I don't want to be revered in that way. So, yeah, it comes down to energy, but it is an internal game more than anything else. Ngoba, you first have to fight it in your mind. Like before you get in a swimming pool or do something, it's always in the mind. And just like the acronym lay, because they've taken the word fear, where they've turned it into an acronym, which it's false evidence appearing real. I think it's true, where once you've gone through it, either you will laugh at yourself, or you become upset, right, up until you go through it. But I think for me the main takeaway is that when you fear something, stop, think, and understand that, you know, this is an internal thing first. Once you understand that, it's easy for you to project it into the physical. Or it's okay, no, it's only in my head. It's only in my head.
Very interesting, very interesting. You can talk to us, use the hashtag Vuka break for sure, or send us your voice note. Comment came through right there from Gazi Soul Music at Sanbonani Vuka Saubona Gazi Soul Music. Thank you so much. You can share with us also in terms of what is it that you fear the most,
because there's talented musicians, but release like it's there.
It is. I mean, we have seen it. You know, we have listened.
Living testimony. Or
like
testament.
People have work. You know, they've done like good work, not just work, but good work out there, but they're scared of releasing the work. I mean, for celebrities, it's a thing of, guys, I just want to get paid for what I love doing. I was not taught and trained how to respond to the masses of people. Like for them, it really gets overwhelming. That's why there's a whole training that you do in terms of controlling your crowd, knowing how to respond to your crowd, you know, when you're out there, because people love you. You have 4 million to 10 million followers now.
I wouldn't cope.
With that, the pressure that comes with having fans.
Like, you know, especially if you're talking about those types of fans where
stalker fans,
they stop you, can I take a photo?
Fans. I think those are a bit better.
Speed, I think it was in Cape Town. This guy,
What was
bro? And then,
what are you gonna wear?
And then he keeps running. Like, bro, like, just take your shoe, bro. Take your shoe. No, Speed, I want you to have it. No, bro, take your shoe.
I think that one is actually far more better, unlike having a stalker fan, because that's when it becomes a bit more intense and a bit more rough. There are some celebrities, especially in like the US, who've unfortunately passed away because of crazed fans they had. A fan who believed that when Mo, you're my husband. Mo mutu out track it down out tholo ko ntlung ya go, a house that even some reporters don't even know where exactly that you live. But me as a fan, I figured out where Mo lives. I know Mo's schedule. I know that at 6 Mo leaves the house to go take a run. I know that at this certain time Mo comes back. Chigi, when you come back, I even applied to be a maid at your house so I can just sniff your socks, because of that's how much of a crazy fan that I am. For me, I think that's probably one of the reasons why I haven't released anything, is because I'm afraid of having fans like that. I'd rather have a fan stop me on the street. Snap, yeah, take a picture. No, not a fan that'll say take my baby. No, that one is extreme. But like, yeah, I have my shoes. I think those ones are much more better. Unlike having a super crazed, obsessed fan. Those ones are the ones that I'm mostly afraid of.
So that's the reason where you are now stuck in a fear loop, where you don't want to do what you were called to do, because you might have a fan like that.
I do it, but I think it's because I'm just like afraid of like releasing it on a much more bigger board, and I've gotten comfortable in the little cocoon that I'm in, like performing it.
But like if this would afford you a comfortable life, ne? Like maybe 3 holidays a year, and when I say holiday, I mean like
Mauritius,
nice
Maldives.
Yeah. Why don't you do that? Because there's always going to be drawbacks with everything. Right, so I don't know if the fear of having a crazy stalker outweighs the benefits of being able to take your son to, these luxurious destinations. So I'm saying do it.
I'll consider that.
I use fear as my fuel, because there's a point where maybe you are in a reception area and the line is moving, and for you to go there, it's you already you have played that what are people going to say, people are going to make comments when I pass, but trust me, like working with fear, for me I feel like it's the best thing, because it's that ugly face that you see to a point that when you walk, it just turns and becomes this beautiful thing, right? And then you cheer up, and then you're like, there's nothing to be fearful for, because you always think that people are like always have something to say. Social media is teaching us that when people comment, whatever that you do, whether you are not in social media, they're trained to comment. Guys, people don't care. Like I've seen, people really don't care. Yeah. Yes, someone will just be on their comment section, but in real life they're like, nah, like dude.
But it's crazy, Mo.
It is.
You're right. I mean, remember when we went to go watch a soccer game?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of crazy comment? Just no man, guys, sorry. Because man, I'm talking in my head. But you would hear people making comments about players in the field. Nasty comments.
Oh, very bad comments, man. Like something you wouldn't wish someone else to say.
But I ask myself, let's say Vilagazi, but you know what? I'm scared of people making these comments, so I'm not gonna go pro in my career. Yeah. That would be more sad.
It is. It has happened for most people. When you're watching I think South African fans are better. Guys, English fans. The words, because their stadiums are more closer to the field, so each and every time when you go there, you're trying to kick the corner kick, they'll say words to you, and I think they're trained. As a player, you're trained to block the noise, but other players can't handle it. Because I remember Eric Cantona, when he got a red card, like he couldn't handle what that fan said to him, and he kicked him right here. And he was suspended and he was banned, but together with the fan also, because you can't such say comments, because people talk about your family. Remember, you are someone now who's in the public. You talk about your life, you talk about your kids, you talk about your family, and then someone is going to have like it's been so kuluma about and make comments about your daughter, about your mom. And right now I'm having it, I'm frustrated. This game is stressing me. Then you coming with your comments. That's why he snapped. So now you are trained as a professional, as a musician. I mean, you see what Shebe is doing because he's not trained. Each and every time a fan snaps.
And the Shebe bam trigger, not with life-threatening things. Either it's words or a simple thing like gestures.
Yeah.
And
this
for
shows.
him,
and then,
it's
and then he reacts.
It's
right?
pretty weird, especially with the gestures. A fan is like trying to shake your hand, and then you're triggered. Like with Shebe, it's really, it's just above board. I think, for example, I've seen one with Cardi B where a fan threw like a drink at her. Cardi B shapaka mic. She took the mic and threw it right back at the fan, and then that was like the end of the entire show. We've had this thing.
I mean, kunezinye izinto where you've got this one fan, and let's say you were not hurt. You stop and think, okay, I've got 99,000 other fans, right? So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. So with fans, I think it all applies to us generally in life. Because people will say there's nothing as evil spirits, there's nothing as bad energies. Like there are people who are sent to ruin what you have been given. Like there are people who are being sent by bad spirits to say, okay, let's test this one. Just pour water on him and see how he's going to react. Right? Yeah, just do something, just say something to him. Because you will see, celebrities will just look and they just leave, because now the instinct of being trained, it comes now to say, hey, don't respond, remember you have other fans, and once this is caught on cam,
you've got something to lose.
Yeah. I think I don't know if we spoke about it. There was a time where we spoke, I think it's something that I saw, or we spoke about it, Leaga Terry Cruz, right? People came in his comment section, talking about how they love him, continue to do that.
But he never responded to them.
Then there was that person who said a negative thing. Then he came and brought his energy onto that one person.
And then another fan commented and said, we are out here spitting positivity about you, and you are not giving us attention. Instead, you're giving that one person who's saying the very bad thing about you all the attention that should be given to your fans, the fans that love you.
And that's fear showing itself, because you fear people speaking bad or speaking ill, because you feel like when they speak ill, you're going to lose those 900 million or whatever fans that you have onto yourself, because
or maybe your self-image.
Exactly.
Maybe it's true.
Is
I'm like this.
It
the
threatens you.
syndrome.
You understand? So everyone, even when you're at work, there's that one colleague that will say something to you, and then you snap, you hit them, you are dismissed. You no longer have a job. You no longer have, that providing strength to your family.
Oh, it's
People
like that. It's
you.
like that guy over the festive season. Him and his friends beat up a car guard.
Yeah.
Because he was telling them to just move their car. And now he got dismissed. He no longer has a job because of that thing that he did. He no longer has a job because of that, and got dismissed because of all of the job that he did. So like literally everything that he had went down the drain because of that. Now he has a criminal record. He's unemployed.
Yeah. So we are asking that in a country where economic challenges and social pressures are real, fear of failure often feels heavier for some people. But does that mean we should play it safe forever? Or is there a way to take calculated risk without letting fear control us? Let us know what you think and your sentiment down there on the comment section. 44 minutes after the hour 9 o'clock, and we're still discussing some of the interesting things that took place, things that are taking place. And one of the things is things that are trending on our socials when we get up, of course, to check what is trending and what are people saying when it comes to that. So what is on our celebrity scoop and what is trending is that Metro FM host Zola Mhlongo drops a debut single, Vooka, stepping boldly into the music scene. Host Mhlongo has officially ventured into music with her debut single titled Vuka. The track marks her transition from radio personality to recording artist, showcasing her versatility in the entertainment industry. Fans have also expressed excitement as she promises more music project in the near future, and we wish her all the best. I mean, it's the nice thing when you see someone just explores, the other gift that they have been giving. So some of the things about Mhlongo is that she is known for her vibrant presence on Metro FM and has released her single. The song Vooka signals her entry into the music scene, and she aims to expand her brand beyond radio into music production. Mhlongo has built a strong reputation as a media personality and influencer. Her move into music reflects a growing trend of multi-talented entertainers diversifying their careers. This debut is seen as a bold step to solidify her presence in South Africa's music industry. So it is something that people should go check out. From you listening to Afriberry to MooCee, and then from them, from there they go and make music. I mean, it's something that a lot of people want to explore. Someone is out there, they're scared of making such bold moves, but Zola is here to teach us about facing your fears. Maybe she was scared once, but she worked through it and she developed the strength to release and enter the music scene. Of course, the listeners should listen to the song Vooka, Vuka, not Vooka.
V-double-O-K-A.
Exactly. Right, on major platforms, and watch for the upcoming releases because it's her first single. Media outlets can explore interviews with her, as also we would like, imagine if she would come here and talk to us about the journey of being a radio personality transitioning into a musician, right? To discuss her creative processes and future plans. Of course, they can engage with her on social media to support her transition and share feedback on the new track. We like hearing things like this, and we always celebrate people taking bold steps because they also motivate us. They also give us that energy of positivity and grit to do what you really love. Right, so it is very interesting right there. And then of course we do have some of the things that you have missed in case you were not with us when we began the show. Right now I'm just gonna let Afriberry go through the in case you missed it with us, because Bafana Bafana said they should boycott the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Well, let us hear more of what this has to entail.
Yes, man. So in case you missed it, apparently Bafana Bafana should actually boycott the FIFA World Cup, says Tata Julius Malema. Now, Julius Malema has been urging Bafana Bafana to boycott the 2026 FIFA World Cup, citing political and ethical concerns. Julius Malema has urged Bafana Bafana to boycott it, citing political and ethical concerns. He urges that participation would contradict African solidarity and principles. The call has sparked mixed reactions amongst fans and sports officials. Now, Malema his stance has rooted in political reasoning and not sporting performance. Now, the boycott is a suggestion that could actually impact South Africa's football reputation and FIFA relation. And unfortunately, no official response has actually been made from SAFA or the government yet. So Malema, who is the leader of the EFF, has previously used major sporting events to highlight political issues. His latest call aligns with a broadcaster with his broader advocacy for African unity and resistance to perceived global injustice. Now, here's something that we, or maybe the media or FIFA, can actually do about the whole situation. Now, this is pretty exciting because there's a lot of things that we could do. Now, SAFA and the government could issue a statement on a clear position to avoid confusion, or they could also engage stakeholders, which are players, fans, sponsors, before making any drastic decisions. And they also need to consider diplomatic channels to address concerns without compromising sports development. Now, this is pretty heavy, especially coming from some other people obviously out there in the world, also citing a boycott when it comes to the FIFA 2026 World Cup, which is being held in the US, over what has been happening in the Venezuela's government area and a whole lot of things. So Mzansi, let us know, do you think that we should actually boycott the 2026 FIFA World Cup? Is it something that's going to benefit us, or maybe it's something that is literally going to come back and bite us where it hurts?
Very interesting. Let us know what you think down there on the comment section using the hashtag Vuka Breakfast Show. 10 minutes till we hit to 10 o'clock on the dot. So what we're going to do right now is to take a short break. And then when we come back, we are going to play a game, right? Because I see right here we do have a game that we are going to play. But in the meantime, let me just leave you with the great sounds from Dio saying Isi Hambi.
What's up, fam? You chilling with your boy Moeketsi Maimane, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature. Let's go.
Famous Normie P. Umkabayi Gamakusazana.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MOOCEE. My name is MooCee on the Vuka Breakfast Show.
Yo, check this out.
Durban Street.
That was the great sounds, of course, of Dio Isi Hambi. 6 minutes till we hit 10 o'clock on the dot and giving you that energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. It is, of course, your favorite morning breakfast show, giving you all the entertainment that you need to kickstart your day. Before the break, of course, we said we're going to play a game with the people who are watching right now. If you're listening and you're watching, you're able to type in the answer, please come through. You have all the time, all right? We have 5 minutes left on our clock, so I'm going to read the questions 2 times. Going to read one question 2 times so that if you are listening, you can get a clear, thing of the question. So right here with me, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions. Right, I have 6 questions that I'm going to ask the Vooka Nation and someone who is, of course, maybe you're listening from the underground radio all the way from Durban. Please do make sure that you submit your answers if you know the answer. Right. So the first question is, South Africa is the only country to win the Rugby World Cup 4 times. Right, is it true or false? South Africa is the only country to win the Rugby World Cup 4 times. That's number 1. Is it true or false? Number 2, Caster Semenya has won 2 Olympic gold medals in the 800-meter event. True or false? South Africa, Caster Semenya has won 2 Olympic gold medals in the 800-meter event. Third question, Banyana Banyana won their first ever Women's Africa Cup of Nations title in 2022. True or false? Banyana Banyana won their first ever Women's Africa Cup of Nations title in 2022. True or false? And then the fourth one is Chadley Claus once beat Michael Phelps in an Olympic final. True or false? So Chadley Claus once beat Michael Phelps in an Olympic final. And then the fifth one, the Proteas have never won an ICC Cricket World Cup in any format. True or false? The Proteas have never won any ICC Cricket World Cup in any format. Last one, Wade van Niekerk broke the 400-meter world record from lane 8 at the 2016 Olympics. Wade van Niekerk broke the world record, 400-meter world record from lane 8 at 2016 Olympics. If you are listening right now and you have had all the question, you have your time starts now to submit your answers. Right, just to see if you are knowledgeable in terms of some of the things that have took place. I mean, this is mostly sports, right? Let's see your sports knowledge right there. I mean, these are easy and some of them have happened recently. I mean, the one that happened, was it, when is it, 2016? Yes, 2016. I mean, it's something that a lot of people knew because true or false? Talk to us or submit your answer. You can send your voice note, maybe submitting all of the 6 answers all at once, or you can use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, right? 060-493-3226. 060-493-3226. Let us test your sports knowledge. In the meantime, 2 minutes till we hit 10 o'clock on the dot. It is still a beautiful Wednesday morning, and of course I know that you're looking forward to the rest of your day. You can let us know by connecting with us throughout our social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show, Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook, we're Vooka Breakfast Show on TikTok, Instagram, and also on YouTube. But don't forget to subscribe, press the notification button so that tomorrow, same time, same place, when we come back exactly at 7 o'clock, you will be notified that your favorite breakfast team is live and ready to kickstart your day on a very high note. Right? Talk to us. I don't see answers coming in. It's fine. Maybe they are difficult for other people out there, but we will give you all the time. I mean, you still have the whole time to answer. Even tomorrow, you can come and say, hey guys, I saw you were asking a question and I am answering that question. But right now, we're going to leave you. Any last words?
Be happy.
Yeah.
Your happiness matters. Just because you're a mom or a dad or you're an uncle, never forget to be happy.
Yeah.
Your happiness is the light that you need in your life. But for me, Afriberry, also known as Miss Berry, plays was it the darker the berry, the sweeter than Tontoni, Mnandi Mamnyama, Mam Tlepilek Tekatekin, put Marloko from Manameta, Komaka, Song Wanamane.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Guys, go out and buy a cake, whether it's your birthday or not, and 70 cent lama plate,
Yeah.
and the cutlery. Even if there isn't a celebration.
Yeah.
Life itself is a celebration. See you guys tomorrow.
Exactly. Same time, same place. Leaving you with a great sound. King Sis saying, I forgot. Stay safe. We love you.
Why you in my reality? My head closed the door. Even though my heart just won't leave. That mistake can't go back. Hurts so bad, had to block out the memory. If we try again, start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away.